man.
I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see.
Show you.
this Squadron 12 has joined the round table.
That's what we're gonna do.
have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
The magic of the night, a world of possibilities. The magic of the night, a world of possibilities.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome back for some Civ6 action. We're gonna need to see tonight Sauce going against their opponents here. We do have, oh my god, I'm picking BB, that's Baby Boomers. Baby Boomers. They will need to fight off in their second game out of this best of 3 series. We're gonna need to see who's gonna stay in Division 2 or 3. We do have, by the looks of it, well, I think it is right. It is their ascension basically from the divisions over there, if I read it correctly. If not, just let me know in the chat over here. I do want to say hello to everybody, and as you can see, they did actually choose already the map. It is if it is Inland Sea, if I remember correctly what they wrote in the title over there. So I'm just going to put it up on the screen here. So it is what it is. I do have to say Inland Sea is a map that we don't see that much. We don't see it. We're just the players don't prefer not to play it. So it is what it is. And we do need to see how they're going to try to actually get that synergy going on this map that is very rarely played. And we do have a lot of land with a lot of seas also in the middle. Of course, Inland Sea, you know, that's kind of how it means. Yeah, we do need to see if the players are going to actually focus on their navy, because usually, most of the time, like I would say 85% of the games are decided by whoever wins the seas. Of course, later on in the game, they can definitely nuke anybody with those nuclear submarines. And not to mention deny the gold from their opponents. We're going to need to see with the recent changes from BBG if that actually, changed a little bit with the new banks and stock exchanges. They do come a lot later, though. We're going to need to see how the things are, how the players are going to choose to go about this. And I do see the Baby Boomers are going to be on the left side. We do have Sauce over there on the right side. And let me take a look over here, because I believe Sauce does actually stand for something really awesome, right? If I remember correctly. Let me put up over here on the screen. So we got Sauce, which actually means Super Ami Ultra Competitive Éclaté. Yeah, that's what it means, man. It actually shortens into sauce over there. No, I mean, I do like sauces. Do you guys like sauces? I do like sauces in almost everything. Time to pray for Tilted. Yeah, we got in. Let's see, Bordanian. Good evening, sir, and welcome. I do see also does the show on the drafter. Yeah, it doesn't. They actually already selected this beforehand, so yeah, it doesn't actually show over here. In Let's See Gaming, yeah, we got Indo banned, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see quite a few more of these coastal civilizations being banned. You cannot take all of the navals out though, so I'm pretty sure some are still gonna get in. And we do have on the right side the Sauce taking out Conge, Norway persona, and we do have also Indonesia being banned on the left side. It looks like Lotaro, Spain, and Macedon are taking, well, a bit of a time off over here. Also, I do want to say hello to everybody. Bonsoir, monsieur Rafifi et bienvenue. I do see Ludestracton 12. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. So much appreciated for the follow. We do have also Eco Supreme. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Daniel Dingo. Hello there, sir. Welcome. Good evening. Ponuki also. Bonsoir, monsieur et bienvenue. Perfect timing for the break from Oblivion Remastered. That is Elder Scrolls, right? If I remember correctly. Ooh, doing those RPG styles. Nice. Monsternath also, good evening, sir. I'm sorry for the timer. I actually messed up a little bit the versus screen over there earlier. Instead of taking out the text over there and just replacing it with the picture. Oh, I don't know how, but it actually remained over there. It is what it is. I was distracted though with the discussion, so yeah. Armada Siracusa, also good evening, sir, and welcome. Also, Fortuna Belly, if I didn't see, good morning, sir, and welcome. Lancer, hello there, sir, and good evening. And yeah, we got some time to watch another Civ6 action. I do have to say on Saturday actually, Saturday during the day, 1400 GMT, if my memory serves me right, we're gonna have a Civ7 competition, a show match basically, with all of the new updates that came out, not to mention all BBG and quite a few UI mods, if I remember correctly. We're gonna need to take a look at the players playing, you know, from Discord streams. Unfortunately, we cannot actually get into the game and, you know, have a spectator slot over there. It is what it is. Civ7 didn't actually allow us this yet. I do see a few more civilizations are being taken out. Portugal on one side from the baby boomers, and also Catherine de Medici, the Black Queen, and Cleopatra, Egyptian, is going to be taken out by the sauce. They only have one more choice to take out from each side, and we do have the baby boomers here thinking carefully, you know, slowing down, thinking carefully what should be the last choice over here. There are quite a few very strong civilizations that they can actually pick up, and we're going to need to see how they're actually going to play them. I do also want to scroll up over here and say hello to the next one. Salus, I did actually say hello, good evening, sir, and welcome. If I didn't, excuse me, I'm sorry. Anyway. Indo can always be junk someone, so yeah, you gotta ban them. Please head games. Good evening, sir, and welcome. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Sauce. We got some chants over here in the chat. Dr. Mazut, good evening, sir, and welcome. Yeah, we got the sauce, man. The sauce is getting into play, and it looks like they take out Australia on the side of baby boomers, with Genghis Khan being taken out on the side of La Sauce. Well, can I call it La Sauce? You know, the sauce. It needs to be the sauce. You know, like that particular sauce. Whoa, anonymous gifter, thank you so much for the gift sub, much appreciated, sir. We got Lancer joining us. Nice, Maya is good. Well, Maya, they did pick up Maya first here. I do have to say, we don't have that much fresh water on this map. As far as I remember, there will be quite a few one-time lakes, some rivers, but most of the time, fresh water is gonna be at the premium. And of course, actually, there are quite a few times when the players do choose to go for the tundra saves, because there's a lot of tundra. So we've seen in the previous games, like, I don't know, man, like more than 6 months ago when we actually saw Inland Sea, we've seen a lot of Russia gameplays. I remember Propaganda actually trying to push that culture victory after the changes, after the nerfs, tried to push that culture victory so many times and failed, unfortunately. Anyway, we're gonna have Zulu coming up on the sauce over here, being picked up. Definitely a much stronger one than Maya. And I do remember an awesome game actually played by Leech, if I remember correctly. Zulu free simming took out the map. Like, just you couldn't handle Zulu. Like, there was a point when you couldn't handle Zulu. We're gonna need to see if the same thing is gonna happen today, or it's gonna be a much faster timing. We do see also the Dutch have been called into action. We got Netherlands here. Wilhelmina taking up the challenge of actually winning this game. Wait a second, is this actually good? I don't know, man. Chat, is this good to actually allow Wilhelmina in when we have like Japan, Coupe, Elizabeth I, Eleanor, Dido? You know, like, well, there's definitely somebody over there that really likes Wilhelmina. I gotta say, like, this is how it goes, right? There's gonna be somebody on the team that really likes Wilhelmina. And to be honest, can you blame them? No. Wait, is this the old Civ? Oh, what do you mean, Sigballs? Hello, sir, and welcome. If you're asking if this is Civ6, yeah, this is basically the Civ6 version. Maya Coupe first rotation, baby, was better. Yeah, someone definitely love some river bias. Yeah, Sigbo, we're still waiting, Sigbo, by the way, for actually Civ7 to give us the same conditions that we had in Civ6 for you know, actually getting the tournaments going. And I guess we're gonna need to see what's happening with the player base. I don't know, man. I don't know about the player base over here. I keep watching the numbers and I'm like, whew. Yeah, it happens. Like right now we got 12. Let me actually put it up on the screen so everybody can see. There we go. I'm watching this right now. 27,000 players, so it's more than double the amount of players in Civ6 than in Civ7. Ooh, yeah, that's yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, you can see the same graph I can. No, sick boy. I don't know what to say, man. Yeah, I guess I can limit my comments to only this, because, you know, Don't want to stir up trouble. We do have Coupe on the side of Baby Boomers being picked up over there as a second Civ next to Maya, and it does seem like we're gonna have Elizabeth I with Elizabeth I with Cynthia and Julius being taken out in the second ban phase over here. And let me actually switch up over here because I'm getting pinged again. Give me a second. Where am I getting pinged? I'm getting pinged. Okay, there we go. It's all good. It's all fine. Okay, lots of pings. The teams from the CWC are getting their schedules going, and there's quite a chatter over there happening in the channels, trying to get together to actually get everything done. So let's come back to this and let's actually put up my Discord back and get the vision going on the players. Let's see what do we have over here. Bing. What do we have? Bing, 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 bing. They still did not choose the last civilization. They still need to actually make a choice over here. Baby boomers, baby boomers, they're taking it slow. They're thinking about their options, they're trying to actually wait them a little bit. And what is it gonna be? It's an important choice, the last one. This is the last ban. They won't have any other. It looks like Gran Colombia is gonna be taken out. Coco Glashoro, good evening, sir, and welcome. This is gonna be Inland Sea, sir. I actually wrote it down over there, right below me. Yeah. Well, below my camera, I guess. Do they have also stats from years ago to compare Civ6 start without DLC and Civ7 start? Yes, Ponuki, they do have actually data with Civ7 start. If you take a look actually on the maximum, you can actually see the start of Civ7. Give me a second because you don't see it properly. I just noticed. So you have the start of Civ7 and the start the Civ6 actually on the left side and start of Civ7 on the right side. This is quite a different start, no? 160,000 players at the beginning in the first days, then dropped down to 44,000 and it kept on bouncing around, but it never actually went down less than 25,000 or something like that. Yeah, I guess a good comparison would be like this, right? The first few months, basically. Let's see, these are a bit too many months. It's like this. Let's actually see it like this. So it went down to like 19,000. Ooh, if you go actually even closer, it went down to like 19,000. Yeah.
Thou shall be knighted primer. Cleo's in. UE this time no fun facts about the number 35. But more room to thank you for the fantastic streams, Michael.
Thank you so much for the prime, sir. Much appreciated to have you here, and I do hope you're still going to have a lot of fun with me during the CWC in the next period. Also, neither India nor Byzantium Civs getting banned. Yeah, they're let in, but it doesn't look like they're actually getting picked. And we do have Age of Empires being picked up on the Sauce team, and I do see Kublai Khan Mongolia and also Varangian Norway is going to be picked up by the Baby Boomers. We do have another choice here from the Sauce that needs to get in, and I gotta say over there, the Dutch needs to be counterbalanced, I would say. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Nedersha is going to be the last one. So we got Zulu, we got the Dutch, we got Victoria, Age of Empire, and we got the Dutch, and we got the Nedersha on the side of the Sauce. On the side of the Baby Boomers, we're going to have Maya with Kublai Khan Mongolia, and also Varangian. Why do I like actually the side of Baby Boomers a bit more? Yeah, I still feel like that. I don't know. We're going to see. This is just a feeling, right? We're going to need to actually see in the actual game how they're going to play this, and of course, how they're going to use their civilization bonuses from the leaders against each other. There will be a few moments that will be needed for the players to actually get in the proper lobby, and we're gonna need to always check out Zero MS so we actually have some connection to the players here. Berserkers are easy to defend. Well, I guess we're gonna need to see. I wouldn't really say it's a wasted pick. It's pretty good on the seas. Also, the Dutch and Dutch, but don't think it's a very strong thing. Yeah. Ooh, you're Dutch. Hey, I'm coming to Rotterdam in just over a month. Amazing. Yeah, gonna get to TwitchCon, gonna get to visit quite a bit there. Also, Flash Neo, hello there, sir, and good evening. A bit dangerous, I gotta say, after getting a slander video on me trying to get to TwitchCon. You're living near Maastricht in the south. Oh, I see. Actually, my And my grandma is actually asking me to go in the southeast, I believe, to actually see some of my relatives over there, relative, family, friends, how you want to call them. Let's go right. We go right. Muzrat is already telling us to go right, and hopefully, well, we're gonna see the map soon, so we can go right. We're just gonna need to give the players a bit of time over here to actually get going. On TwitchCon, give me a second. I'm pretty sure I can actually put it up on the screen here. TwitchCon Rotterdam. I believe it's like 28th or something to the first. From the 31st of May to the 1st of June. 31st of May, 1st of June. And I'm gonna be there a bit earlier. It's the only one in Europe, from what I understand. Okay, so just giving a bit of time to the players so they can get into the proper lobby here. I'm sorry, it takes a bit of time. It is what it is, you know. Like I was saying in chat earlier, you know, it's the period after Easter. A lot of people have a lot more big bellies over here. So, you know, we're taking it slow. We're taking it slow. We gotta process out all of the extra material we got from the weekend, right? How is it to live in Netherlands? Are there any good universities there? Yeah, that's a good question, actually. But I have no idea what to say about that. It's probably going to be a Dutch person that actually needs to respond to you, Mosgrat. Yeah. Living is good here, but expensive and not that good weather. Oh yeah, I mean I gotta second that, man. When it's raining, it's bad. Yeah, when it's raining, it's very bad, and sometimes it's a bit too much wind. It is what it is. But to be honest, you kind of get used to it, right? You're in. It goes with the country. When you're going to visit anything over there in the Netherlands, you gotta be prepared for a little bit of rain. It is what it is, no? That's how it goes. Yeah, I don't like the rain. Yeah, I cannot say I like it either, man. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know exactly with whom I need to actually switch, but I think everybody is in the lobby right now because if I remember correctly, I didn't see a second caster, so we're probably just gonna have one. Still gonna need to put the second spectator slot on. BBM is on the bad version, man. Bad version on titanium. Wait a second. He's actually called on titanium. Like Romania is much more beautiful. We are a very rich country and everything is like thought of like medical or how the roads are, etc. Yeah, I mean, definitely we're not as how to say efficient. I was looking at the numbers. We're definitely like Romania is definitely not as efficient as the Netherlands when it comes out to its output per population. Definitely, I can definitely say that. Yeah, it is what it is. On the other side, I guess you do have a lot of, like in Romania, you do have a lot of rural regions that are barely touched actually by, you know, a lot of the urban styles. Or I should say the, how do you call it? The modern designs. Yeah, it's a lot more nature. It's a lot more nature, yeah. They need to change the second spectator slot properly. Well, I do hope I'm actually gonna get into the second spectator slot, but it looks like no. Yeah, there we go. Kailak actually changed it. It's all good. We managed to actually move around without the host actually disappearing. Woohoo, that's a win. I would call that a win in my book, man. Okay, we just need titanium over here that is unobtainable. Oh my god, actually I don't know. It is what it is. or make it a penalty. If a second spectator is set to a random leader, the players have to continue playing with it since it's the host to fix it. It's just randomly putting in an extra civilization somewhere for somebody, right? For somebody to actually farm. Because I gotta say, all of these players are extremely good at taking out AIs. There's very little challenge that the players will feel from actually seeing an AI. So an extra AI on the map, even if it is deity, it's just gonna be easy extra cities for somebody. We do need to see how the players are going to choose their civilizations here. Since I do notice most of them actually got into the slots. We got Scan going for Shaka. Okay. I mean, he already won the lobby link draft wars. Not sure if you saw it. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. It happened on Discord over there. There were quite a few things, messages being thrown around in the Discord, and boom, 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 boom. The link from Skarn actually came out on top over there. Multiple players actually tried to put up the link. It was Skarn's link that came on top. Well, taking out an AI is a much difficult. Really, ancient and classical eras are the best time to do it. Yep. Hey, we still don't have the last one. Oh, Wilhelmina is also gonna be picked up by Yo Maya. Wait a second. Oh my god. Wait. So Yo Maya is gonna play against Maya? I'm reading this correctly, right? Yo Maya is gonna play against Maya. Can you imagine how confusing it will be when I actually say Yo Maya is actually attacking Maya? And Maya is attacking Yo Maya? Oh my god, man. This is gonna be quite something. Yeah, this is gonna be quite something. We do have him going for Wilhelmina here. It looks like Falconera 84 is gonna go for Niederschau. First slot on the board here is gonna be Harald Hardrad Varangian on Taxius, and we do have another two that need to actually pick up. Titanium is gonna go for the Lady 6 guy. No Maya, Yo Maya. Yeah, wait a second. Yo Maya is not Maya. Exactly, Yo Maya is not Maya, man. Asking that chat to change the name. Why? This is gonna be confusing, no? Oh my god. Throwing a little bit of confusion into the mix. I love the Constanța in Romania, lovely sea, love the people there. Yeah, quite welcoming, true. But I do have to say Mamaia prices, which is basically the fun zone, you know, the fun zone of Constanța, is are actually getting more pricier than you know, the best regions in other places of Europe, which is kind of like, whoa, weird. But anyway, it is what it is. It's like a small speck of you know, land over there that everybody wants to get onto the hotels, onto the beaches, and so on. Not to mention, we do have quite a lively, I would call it. I would say this is gonna electronic music zone, I would say. And one of the things that I did see different here than I saw in other places, actually, there are DJs of so there are like plots of land for the beaches being separated for the different hotels, and different hotels actually come out with their own music, or I should say DJs that actually play on the beaches, and well, the people just move from one to the other where they do like the music. It's actually quite a good training ground, right? Training ground for DJs to actually get some playtime in. Pretty good. And then we do have probably all season long, like 3 months long, some form of festivals going around. Some form. It's like some form. Oh, where's the remap vote? Oh my god, remap vote. Yeah, you're right. I got carried away, man, talking about fun over here. What do you mean? I haven't been actually to Mama in so long in the fun zone. I don't know if I'm too old for this or not. It is what it is, man. I can still do the music, man. I can still do the music. It's coming out. How many remaps? 012 submission period. Let's put it for just some 5 minutes. You gotta get the points quickly, guys. You gotta get the points quickly. And I do have to say, we did have a choice to go for right first. He did say it. He did say it earlier. He was the first one who said it. Baby Boomers is gonna need to show us where Harald Hardrad, the Varangian over here, is gonna spawn. It looks like in the Westfjord. We do have him benefiting from the coast. A pretty good harbor over there, but it's not going to have the extra adjacency from another holy site, which is going to be kind of a big oof. He can probably put the holy site over there on the horse tile, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to discover animal husbandry anytime soon. Does have also Galapagos Islands on the western side, and I already see a big weakness in his thorn over here. He's going to have Zulu next to him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think Nidaros is going to get very saucy. Very saucy. If this map is going to be played, this is, oh yeah, man. Well, indeed, we do have quite a few geothermals over there in the north for him to benefit from, and there are quite a few stone tiles also by the looks of it. On the right side, +6 campuses, +4s are going to be easy pickings, not to mention he's probably going to get that city on the niter tile, or I don't know, next to it, we'll see. We definitely have... wait a second, I heard a ping. Oh, Musra, I think he's attacking me with the brain. Oh my god, hello there, sir. Thank you so much, thank you so much. +2 volcanoes, fire goddess maybe. Yeah, I think that's a remap actually. If they do see Ulundi over here, I mean, that's a bit too much sauce for Paxios to handle, I would say, right? It's a bit too much sauce. We do also need to take a look at the next one. We're gonna need to see where Coupe lives. Oh my god, wait a second. They got Zulu in between Coupe and also Nidaros. Ooh, he's gonna spread the sauce everywhere. Matlerus, good evening, sir, and welcome, or I should say bonsoir, monsieur. And the Grand Mesa on the Norway. Wait a second, where did you see Grand Mesa over here? Oh, northeast. That is a pretty good one, actually. Look at the silt tile, giving him a little bit of extra culture over there. We do see Tehonianga Noia Coupe also benefits from his reef tile over there. Pretty good campus to put between the mountains and the reef tile. Of course, he's going to want to get that fish improved. We do have him with a few coastals, especially on the western side. He's actually going to get a few more. But there's also Wilhelmina over here. Oh my god, man. This is going to go, yeah. Not very much fresh water in the north, as I was pointing out before the draft started. Inland Sea is not a map that is I would say forgiving for the fresh water. We do have him with at least another city on the right side with fresh water, and one to the north with one of those one-tile lakes. Other than that, he's going to need to do it without the extra housing from the fresh water. We also do need to take a look at Maya's position. That's going to be... okay, that's going to be actually far away from his opponent. Again, he doesn't really care about fresh water, but he does care about the tiles from the mountains and being taken away, basically. And I do have to say, he's kind of getting cheated over here with the western side of the map, actually taking away quite a few tiles from his possible cities. And remember, Maya basically has, you know, a bit of a... how to say, a bit of an extra variable that you actually need to take into account. The fact that it cannot place cities too far away from his capital, right? And that means you do need to actually place them as much as possible in a star formation, or I should say hexagon formation around your cities. We do have the scouts coming around. He's seeing all of this happening around him, and yeah, he's aware the edges of the map are over there. Not ideal for the baby boomers. He's also gonna have Yo Maya here. Oh my god, they're next to each other. They're actually next to each other, guys. Maya is next to Yo Maya. Oh my god. Okay, Maya and Yo Maya are gonna actually need to duke it out from the get-go. We're gonna need to see who's gonna win over here. Is it gonna be Yo Maya, the one calling out Maya, or is it gonna be Maya, the actual Maya, you know, the original official Maya? We don't know yet. We do have to take a look also on Kublai Mongolia here. Xanadu is gonna be placed with that's a very nice perfume. Anyway, Sharad is going to be placed with a scout moving towards the south. He does have, sorry, I got distracted by good perfume. I'm sorry. We got over here a few tutus that he's going to need to chop improve with. It does seem like he's also going to have a geothermal in the capital that is going to give him only a +2, but it looks like he doesn't have the extra second rainforest that would be required for the +3. Of course, he can put his government plaza. He does also have a possibility to go for the Temple of Artemis, and next to him he has Nidaros. That's gonna be one of his allies, so he's gonna be probably simming over here for quite some time. Yeah, in the southwest we do have Persia, but doesn't seem like they're actually gonna interact with each other very early in the game. And we do have Xanadu also with available Ikil settle on the right side. Looks like he's also gonna have the freshwater settle southwest and southeast, while I'm pretty sure on the northwest he's gonna need to go some non-freshwater cities next to the mountains, so he can at least aqueduct them and of course get those extra housing points going. Looking at the Dutch, let's actually see where the Dutch Dutch live. Amsterdam, Yoma is gonna come out with a scout, a second one. Looks like he's slowly going onto the coast towards Maori settlements, and we do have him needing to actually discover that he has Maya. He has Maya on the left. It looks like he's also gonna pop one of those tiki huts, and by the looks of it, we're also gonna have him place down, I'm pretty sure, a lot of cities on this river. At least he does have a river to walk with, right? At least he has a river. That's gonna be pretty good. 6 for a settle coming around. More fresh water for the northeastern settle. South doesn't look like the coast is gonna be that given. And I do have to say, he's an opponent over here of Coupe. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to actually get to the caravel timing quickly, or maybe Coupe is actually gonna do some mischief, especially with Zulu in between Coupe and, you know, Nidaros. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be an easy game here. We also need to see Age of Empire. Age of Empire is gonna be on the south part of the map. Looks like he's gonna get his settler out in 5 turns here. That's the first one. And we do have him with a single one-tile lake towards the south to get some fresh water. No fresh water at all for days over here. Look at that, screens on the western side. This map is just not that forgiving with Puimo. Wait, how do you pronounce this? Is Puimo? I think it's Puimo, right? Whoa, I'm getting attacked by something like fire over there. Whoa, we need to actually, you know, dodge this. Thank you so much, Moonthreath. Next time I'm gonna need to be quick over here. Also, Sick Ball, but Kanji, they just watch your stream to look how the map is. I know that it's probably not allowed. It is not allowed, yes indeed. But they can, but can they cheat this way? I mean, there are quite a few things when you talk about cheating. I'm not gonna go through them right about now. Having a stream is not necessary. It will be obvious to the cheaters' decisions that they know something they normally don't. Yes, also what Lancer also pointed out over there, we did have quite a few allegations, and we did need to actually take a look at the saves. I'm pretty sure referees are actually quite smart over here, and they're gonna find them out, sniff them out over there over time. Not to mention also in the post-game, in the post-game internal teams, they do actually take a look at the saves, and they do, watch the moves for, you know, extra builds, or what did they do to actually win, or what they didn't do to actually win, and so on. I do also want to move towards Nader Shah here and take a look quickly on his pawn. He does have 2 of these diamonds that he can get improved for the extra gold, easy peasy. And from what I do see, he has the most rivers in the game, with river spanning for his capital towards the north to get an extra city, probably on the main style, with another one towards, at least another one over there in the southeast. He's gonna have a second river west side that he can actually keep on settling city. Oh my god, this is beautiful land actually for Nader Shah. Beautiful, not that many chops, I gotta say, not that many chops, but definitely quite a few food points, and not to mention production points that you can get from this relatively hilly terrain. It's actually a medium in the hills. We do already see Mongolia is fighting off the Persian warrior there, and it looks like it got knocked off to half its HP. We don't have Norway actually showing up his face, so you know, Persia doesn't know about his north. Oh, never mind, they do know about his north already. Zulu's scout is actually taking a bit of a hit over here from the Norwegian warriors, so they know. They actually know. Now the question is Zulundi gonna have a good enough spawn over here? Does he? I mean, there are a few inland cities that he can place towards the north. Does look like he's gonna have those lakes over there providing him some fresh water. I do have to say the Ikandas actually help out Zulu quite a bit at the beginning of the game, even in non-freshwater situations, because they do give him those extra housing points. Yeah. No problem. Yeah. Kick. Yeah, imagine complaining about cheaters but telling everybody how to cheat. It's insane, man. It's insane. It's wow. Wow. There's exactly one tournament I know of where that watching what the other players is doing was actually encouraged, and there was a Crypt of the Necrodancer Racing. Interesting. What was that? Wait. Yeah, what was that for? Oh, we got remap token used. That's gonna be baby boomers? That's gonna be the baby boomers. The baby boomers actually. Oh my god, man. They thought Maya is not in a good place, and I'm pretty sure neither was Varangian. Now we would need to actually see how Zulu spawns the next time, and if we got Yo Maya next to Maya in the next map also. Made for some fun strategies, yeah. I mean, to be honest, as Civ6 evolved during the years, the players did actually, I would say, chased more open information. So, like information, for example, about a military score that was introduced, that wasn't in the beginning of the game. All of the information that you can gather from actually seeing how many points somebody's making somewhere. Like in the Grey People screen, for example, to try to figure out how many districts he has, if he has extra bonuses, if he's doing projects, if not. Lucan, good evening, sir, and welcome. Thank you so much for the prime. Thank you so much, sir. Much appreciated. It would be interesting actually to make a tournament in which the map is revealed from the get-go, but not with the position of the players on it. That would be interesting to see how much of the map is actually being, I would say, remembered by the players. You can only watch it, but that's kind of hard to do, right? You can only watch it before, not after. That would be interesting, right? How much of that memory would actually sink into the players? I'm pretty sure it's going to be different levels. Yeah, they decided to bail out Maya. Well, we do need to actually take another question here. Where are we going? Left or right? Are we gonna watch the sauce? The sauce making the sauce here? Or are we gonna watch the baby boomers trying to not make the sauce, you know? What is it? We go left? Flash New is saying we gotta watch the sauce, man. We gotta watch Scar. We gotta. It gives you the city, but all the leaders must be random. They know the map, not the civs. Yes. Yeah, basically. Would be interesting. Let's see Shaka. Where is Shaka? Shaka. Oh my, I see Maya. Maya with a lot of geothermals. Pretty good Maya. Where is the big boy? Oh. Ulundi over here is gonna be next to Kublai Mongolia. That's gonna be one of his opponents. Well, I guess it is kind of evenly matched. It looks like Maya is not gonna get next to Ulundi, nor is Varangian gonna get next to Ulundi. We do have on the western side Mashad, that's gonna be one of his allies, and to the south over here, his only opponent is gonna be actually Lee. Mongolia is between two opponents, London on the western side of his land, and to the north, of course, he's gonna have Zulu. There is a mountain age that will probably be, well, I'm not sure. Will probably be a border over here. We're going to need to see if Zulu is actually going to come closer to it with the first cities. He should actually take up that rice settle or next to it, so he can actually fit two cities here. Take up the Sripada settle. He also has a big incentive to actually go towards the south because of all of the freshwater and one-tile lakes, while to the western side he has Mount Roraima to actually give him a little bit of extra science and a little bit of extra faith. It's gonna take a while to get there. Like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to settle on Mount Roraima, or of course depending on where he actually wants to settle that city center. We do have him also benefiting from some extra food from bananas. I do also watch some 1-3 tiles over there. We're gonna see how things evolve here. We do need to move forward towards Nader Shah, which is going to be to the west of Zulu. That is also going to be, oh my god, to the east of Tehonianga Noyakupe, and he's not coastal. So we do not have a possibility for Maori to actually get some boats going against Falconera 84 here. Mashad is going to get his scout out in 3 turns. He does have a good, decent amount of freshwater settles, and guess what? They're actually positioned towards his opponent here with benefits from some extra production spy tiles here. 2, 3, 1 tiles with also 2 rivers, 2 of these one-tile lakes. Yeah, there is some desert in between, but you know, he needs to cross the desert so he can win, right? It is what it is. We're gonna need to see Tehonianga Noyakupe actually getting those scouts out and figuring out Nader Shah's position. We also need to take a look at Age of Empire, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to actually trade with either Persia or Zulu. We're gonna need to see if he's actually gonna get these. Oh no, never mind. I'm sorry. Excuse me. We do have Amsterdam here on the western side that I'm pretty sure he's actually gonna trade with him coastally, so he can get the full benefits out of those trade routes. The extra gold is gonna be amazing. Unfortunately, he doesn't have an easy freshwater city to the northeast. He can settle the oil tile and put out that harbor in the second ring. Not ideal. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be happy with also the rivers towards the southwest. Again, Jerusalem is actually blocking 2 cities or one city. He could actually get the nighter city, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be Amsterdam. And this one, unfortunately, he cannot actually get the fresh water from. He has some geothermals here in the south to benefit from the extra yields, and we're going to need to see how he's going to try to position his cities. He does also need to defend himself against Mongolia, because I'm pretty sure Lee here with his K-Shakes, actually he's just going to try to get them out everywhere and try to actually take cities from anyone. Of course, Zulu being a higher target, it's going to be easier to actually go against London. So yeah, definitely London needs to take care of this. We do have Wilhelmina also to take a look at. He has his rivers this time around, actually longer rivers, spanning to the west and to the east. From what I can see, he's gonna definitely have to place some cities on the coast, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to get those districts on the river so he can benefit from the extra how to say, extra adjacency. We do have him with his scout coming up in 1 turn. He's choosing to go western side because he already has a bit of vision coming up from England on the east, and I'm pretty sure he's just gonna be matching over there and gonna get to explore in between each other. We also have him with a pretty good distance actually between him and Hardrada. We're probably gonna see them, yeah, poke a little bit around this place with some galleys, you know, do the pokey, but other than that, caravel timings are probably gonna be the weapon of choice here. And since we do have on the other side of the map Maori, you never know when some of those tours actually get into deep water to travel the oceans to get to Amsterdam. We don't know. We're gonna need to see how things evolve over here. Varangian also has the ability to put his galleys into deep water. That's gonna be quite nice. Also, and Sasu, yes, the gummy bear is back. Bonsoir, monsieur, bienvenue. How are you doing? Long time no see. Baby boomers just the remap. Yeah, the sauce still has one. Also, Echo Supremos telling us or ad saying how a big circle is revealed for each player. I called this, I think, for free Civ 20 plus years ago, but the patch was denied for stupid reasons, and I did not try to contribute anything else. Well, sometimes it is what it is. Netherlands with some Gunspawn gaming, yet his team isn't. England can make decent island cities with fresh waters and harbors. Yeah, he can also. Gummy bears. Oh my god, man. Cyril Shake. Where did you get this one with the Cyril Shake? I know this emote, what I should say, I know the meme this emote actually comes from, but I don't know who is Cirella. Who is Cirella over here? Who's doing the shakes? Oh my god, she's actually live over here. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I can only say Sasu has good taste. Sauce will keep this probably. Let's see it. They do look good on the spawns. Let's actually see Kublai Mongolia here. We got Shanadu coming up with his settler route in 7. He's moving through the north, and he might actually see Zulu scout depending on of course their movement. We do have him with a scout also moving towards the south, taking a look at Lake Victoria, which is going to give him some fresh water. I do see a decent amount of fresh water. Actually, he has a nice amount of cities that he can actually place with the freshwater bonus, and since he is Mongolia, well, he's going to be lacking a bit of housing here. We do see also Maya is going to be left alone on the western side of the map. He's going to have an ally over here, Hardrad, Varangian, and by the looks of it, Maya is going to need to actually carry this game. I gotta say it right now, he's going to need to carry his game. He has zero amount of enemies around him to actually slow him down, and he's also not going to be incentivized to actually settle cities that many, that far away. Not to mention, finally, this actually edge of the map is not going to take away tiles from his cities. And we do have him also with some geothermals. Oh my god, again, a lot of geothermals. Look at these, man. Look at these. This is beautiful for his observatories. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, there are quite a few also stone tiles for him to actually chop at. I'm pretty sure he's not going to go stone circles here. Usually we do see Maya trying to actually get his goddess of festivals for the extra culture on his plantations, since he really likes the plantations. What is this pony, Maya? Yeah, this is very good. This is very good. Also, problem is Maya is thirsty, very thirsty. Nothing to drink. I mean, send some send something. I don't know, your Maya needs to do something, right? He is the one that actually keeps on calling out, hey Maya, where are you? This time around he's kind of far away, right? He's kind of far away on the other side of the map, unfortunately. Your Maya over here with the Dutch, not gonna be that close. He might still do the damage, like he can still get to webcam now with some horses or something. We'll see. We do also have Coupe to take a look at. He's going to be on the northern part of the map. Probably going to fight off Purge on the right side, while I'm pretty sure he's going to try to get some cannibals going. Looks like his freshwater cities are going to be limited towards those northern one-tile lakes, while he's not going to have that many more on the western side, on the east here. Yeah, you know, cattle settle is going to be good over there for the extra food. I do see on the western side going to have probably the wheat settle, because there's nothing that much giving him the bonuses there. And we do have him with right now 2 scouts and 1 warrior, all of them actually going east side. They're not going to scout towards Nidaros because Paxius is going to try to actually scout this out. And I do see his settler is coming out next turn. On Varangian, we do have him kind of in a safe position. I'm pretty sure it's going to take a long time for any kind of boat to come out from Netherlands to actually get close to his cities. Does have this time around actually a good placement for his holy site. And oh well, okay, is it a good placement? Because, you know, last time he needed to put on a horse, which was fine. You know, you just had some random horses actually in between those, you know, priests and stuff. I don't know what was in that era. But yeah, this time with this spawn, he might actually burn them alive. I don't know what is good, what is better than what is better than this. Right? What is better between these two options? Putting holy site on horses, having horses just running around your holy people over there, or having like random destruction happening on your holy site that gets to burn all of those people. I don't know what's better, to be honest. This is a hard choice. A really big moral dilemma, don't you think? Will you test the new multiplayer changes to Civ7? Did they add 8 players? Because there's like not much that I can. I mean, yes, I would like to test them, but is there meaningful change? That's, I guess, what I'm actually pointing at. Is there meaningful change? Because right now I don't see meaningful change. I see some options that should have actually been there from the get-go. Maya has a little confusing amount plantations. Other things are beautiful, beautiful. Really good spawn otherwise though. Yeah, we go right again. Okay, so they used their second remap token. That means we can actually finish the prediction. That means 2 of these remaps have been used and only 70% actually voted for them. Uh-oh. Who did get the 23,000 points? 2,300. Oh my god, 1,447 points. It was Halosar and 2 others. They nailed it. They knew 2 maps is the way to go on the inland sea. They knew it. Within how many turns can you use your token? 10 turns. They have 10 turns to actually scout around the map. It used to be 8 turns, and then the players said that, wait a second, if we have only just 2 more turns, with basically like only 2 more minutes at the beginning, sometimes not even that much, we might actually see more information and discover. So we ended up with 10 turns for the players to actually get the scouts out, start to take a look at their surrounding area, and of course choose if they want to use the remap token or not. The points, the glorious points. Exactly, man. Yeah. 100 points resulted in 572. Yeah, not much. Just, you know, 5 times plus more. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. You should have placed more points, Mustrat. No, you should have placed more points if you are so. Yeah, invest more. What do you mean? Wow. Anyway, let's actually see how things are gonna go here. So I finished that one. I think we need to put up the next prediction, right? It's gonna be the who's gonna take who will conquer the first city. Guys, you kind of remind me to actually put up also after this prediction the next one, who's gonna win the game, because sometimes it's just, you know, get carried away with the commentary and I totally forget. Baby boomers over there with a submission period for 15 minutes, because this might take quite a bit of time. Let's get it going. Whenever I place more than 1,000 points, I tend to lose the bet. That's like karma over there, no, Muzras? Or is that it's some mental thing? It is what it is, man. Okay, what do we have? We go right. You said you would go right. So we're going to need to take a look at Paxius. We're going to need to give them a bit of time over here to get into the lobby and get into the map, though. And I do see Paxius is already with his settler next to a lake that he's going to get some fresh water from. He has Nether shot to the northwest. That's going to be one of his opponents. Inland, he's going to have Maya right behind him. That's also going to be protected by him by the looks of it. And I don't see his next opponent. Oh my god, London is so far away. There's nobody in between. There's nobody in between. Look at this. There's like a third of the map. More than a third. No, a third of the map will not be populated. He has so many cities to place in the southwest. Anyway, Nidaros here is gonna get his 3-2 banana to grow faster, and from what I do notice, he's also gonna have the lake to actually place his holy sites next to. I don't really see a good placement for it though. Probably this one is gonna be his choice. It doesn't seem like any other placement for his holy site is gonna give him more than just adjacency towards the harbor, and you know, actually +3. We do have a horse in the second ring towards the south to benefit from that strategic resource. Iron is gonna be second in third ring towards the north. Some want lakes to give him the fresh water. Rivers also to the south to actually give him again the fresh water to actually use for the inland cities. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get as many of these coasters as possible, because you know, it's Norway. He likes to stay in the water. And we do have him also sending his first warrior towards the northwest, which is probably gonna find out a unit from Persia. I don't think the warrior, but I'm pretty sure something else over there. We do also need to take a look at the next ones. We got Coupe to the west of Nedersha, east side of the Dutch, and he's gonna. These are two opponents here. One of them is gonna be coastal, the other one not. It looks like he's also gonna have no freshwater city western side, freshwater city on the east, but he's gonna need to move a bit. And I'm actually curious if he's gonna try to space these out with one city in between or not. Of course, getting it over there on the stone, or trying to get one on the coal and then another one on the wheat tile, which kind of looks like very, very bad. Look at that, it's very, very bad. Like, look, he's gonna need to invest so much gold into this to actually make it work. So I'm pretty sure it's the first option over there, getting on the stone tile. Has another one tile like towards the north, and yeah. Have fun, inland sea. Fake news. yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, inland sea, very surprising map, a very surprising map. A world of possibilities. Let me actually write this: a world of possibilities. Mine's against the free sim. Yeah, I really like this new first city takeover prediction. Yeah, Eco Supreme actually gave us quite a bit of advice there. Very nice. Thank you so much. I'm gonna, keep pointing over there. Who is the big brain? Mine's again free sim. Yeah, he is. Oh, wait a second here, right? Yeah, he is. There's nobody anywhere. Anyway. It looks like the Honyanga no Yakupe will have his horse tile in the first ring. Looks like also his iron tile is going to be second ring from the capital. I do see his niter is also going to be next to that one tile lake towards the north. Quite easy to actually acquire. And taking a look at Nidaros here, his niter tile is northeast. Not sure if he's actually going to acquire that, to be honest. Like, it kind of looks like it's going to be a bit off his radar here. Unless he actually gets this city on the 2-2 base next to the freshwater, and of course tries to get the harbor on the western side. This might be a bit out of reach for a city that is on the coast where his warrior is. Unfortunate, it is what it is. Well, he's going to need to rely on his allies there to actually get them going. On my side, we do have him right behind Paxius here, Nidaros, and I do see him benefiting from some bananas. I do see also some instant styles to give him the adjacency towards his observatories. Olives in the south, some siltars also. Ooh, 3 different amenities over here with a plantation improvement that he's going to need to get. And I do see, of course, he doesn't need the fresh water, but I do see he's going to have a decent amount of placement of cities on the east towards the edge of the map. Unfortunately, the mountains are actually going to take a few tiles from the southeastern city, but that's okay. That's okay-ish. It's not a bad spawn, for especially being so defensive, right? So far away from his opponents here. We're going to need to see who's going to manage to outsim on the other side, Maya, because it does look like we're going to have quite a few warring nations on that side. Is he going to be Shaka again? Oh my God, it's going to be Shaka again, isn't he? Shaka or Kublai? No, Kublai Khan Mongolia actually has a mission. I'm pretty sure Kublai Khan Mongolia is going to have the mission to go against Puimo here. England is not going to have a good time with those cases coming against him. And of course, maybe actually getting bonked by Amsterdam's boats over there. I'm pretty sure that there's even... Oh, wait a second. England is an ally. Oh my God, they're even an ally. No. Shaka. So wait a second. Kublai Khan Mongolia is in between 3 of them? He's in between 3 of them, right? Oh, that is so much damage that he can actually do. That is so much damage. This is gonna be a problem for him. On my side, we do have him with iron in the second ring here towards the south, and I do see his horse tile is also gonna be between the mountains on the east in the second ring, quite easy to acquire. Niter tile northeast, and I do not see another one, so he's gonna really need to actually grab this city, and I'm pretty sure he will, because seal tiles and other bananas over there that he's definitely gonna want to improve and get those observatories next to. Yeah, we do need to also take a look at the big boy. This is the damage dealer. I would actually call this quite dangerous for the team, for his opponents. So we might actually have the baby boomers making sauce out of sauce here. How can you say when it's a bad sauce? How do you say in English when it's a bad sauce? You know? Expired sauce? No. Damaged sauce? No. Doesn't work. What's the other word? There's another word. There are actually a few more words, but anyway. Mountains mean aqueduct, so not so bad. True. Also, unless we get a technical remap, a natural disaster kills a pop before turn 8. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna have that, to be honest. So they do have to play this map. Yeah, no more reloads. Saucy sauce, Alan. Hello there, sir. Good evening, good evening. Long time no see. A spoiled sauce. Oh, I like this. Spoilage. Sauce spoilage. Yes, yes, yes. This was one of the extra words I was actually looking for. So spoiled sauce. He might actually make the baby boomers might make some spoiled sauce here. They have 3 opponents that can be hit by Xanadu. 3 opponents. Can you imagine just Keshe armies just coming out everywhere over here against the Dutch, against Zulu, against Age of Empire over there? This is gonna be quite dangerous for them. We do have Xanadu benefiting from an iron in the first ring. He has his also horse tile in the second one here. I do see his night tile is going to be northwest, and there are a decent amount of settlers that he could get with fresh water. Not that bad. Actually, very, very, very good with the fresh water. Southeast going to have quite a few chops. East side going to have these lakes to actually get to settle 2 cities while he's going to get closer to Netherlands. To the north, I guess he's going to have a bit of a problem with Zulu, but so will Zulu have a bit of a problem with the fresh. Oh my god, look at this Zulu spawn. There is a single 1 tile, man. 1 tile lake, a single 1 tile lake for the entire territory over here of the sauce, Ulundi, of the Ulundi sauce. This might be a problem. Yeah, I would say I would call this a bit of a problem here. Oh well, I guess we're going to need to see how the Ikandas are going to give Scan his housing points, and we do need to actually take a look at the Dutch. We do have Amsterdam coming up with a settler out in 1. He's going to have that southwestern city probably on the rice tile to get the extra food on this 4-food rice tile here, and of course get his harbor out in the water. He does have more freshwater cities northeast, which is going to put him a bit closer to Maori. Probably only going to put 1 city there, and then start actually getting boats out to try to fend off Maori's ships. Not to mention maybe try to get into his capital and you know, get a city or 2. He has some inland cities to place, and from what I do notice, he's definitely going to link his economy together with either England in the southeast or of course Zulu on the western side. I'm pretty sure he's going to get some inland cities, but majority he's going to want to actually get them on the river so he can benefit from the extra adjacency from those from his points. Wait a second, we have a Mongolian scout right next to Amsterdam's settler that is unescorted right now. We might already see the spoiled sauce. Are they gonna invest into a scout? That's the question. Are they gonna invest into a scout? Well, they did. Okay, there we. Oh my god, he's even putting that settler in front of the Mongolian scout. He's even. Okay, this is gonna be a shift enter war, guys. This is gonna be a shift enter war. We're ready for it. My body's ready for it. Come on, Yo Maya against Lee. Yo Maya is going against Lee's shift enter. Lots of clicking happening right now. Like, you gotta imagine both of these players are actually shift like clicking. One of them is clicking on the shift enter, the other. He got the center back. Yeah, drama incoming, man. Man, I guess he didn't want to go that way, man. He didn't want to go that way. That Mongolian scout was a bit too strong. Yeah, and this is, I guess they already are starting to spoil the sauce. This is not good, man. This is not good. They're spoiling the sauce. Anyway, well, there is another Mongolian scout actually making his way next to the Netherlands warrior, trying to get onto the rivers. Netherlands has a problem. He really doesn't want to move west, right? He needs to move east. And where is the... Oh, Maori's warrior is a bit too far away. And he's getting to escort his settler actually with it. Doesn't seem like he's going to be that fast on... oh my god, there's more investment here. Another 65 goal going for that slinger. Already we do have Netherlands scout actually being very mad against Mongolia and starting to hit it. We're going to need to see... Actually, no, sorry. Mongolia is mad at Netherlands because it happened. They send the cats, man. They send the cats out, and it does seem like Lee is not gonna have any of this. We also need to take a look at Age of Steam, Age of Empire here. London is gonna have his freshwater city from the lake towards the south. Looks like he's gonna choose the copper tile. Unfortunately, he's not gonna get to actually pump out boats from that city on the main seas in the Antarctic Ocean. It's kind of a weird naming scheme. We do have him with a spawn over there on the coal tile, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get another city on the east, leaving himself placements over here for a city either on that copper tile or the 1-3, depending on where he wants to place it. I'm pretty sure he can also place it next to the mountains if he wants a bit more defensive position here. He's gonna have no freshwater settlers on the eastern side all the way to the coast, but you know, he has Rule Vidocar, so it's not the impact, since he is a coastal nation, it's not gonna be that bad. We do also see his horse tile is going to be first ring, iron tile is going to be second one, niter is quite easy to acquire over here for Saucy London. And let's actually see what's going on. Netherlands is trying to go north with that settler, escorted by a slinger. We got the second scout actually stopping Netherlands warrior. Okay, that's fine actually. I don't know what this guy is doing. He probably smelled banana in the air, is going for the bananas, but yeah, it takes him a bit of time. He wants to go around this warrior somehow, and he doesn't want to end up actually fighting him in the floodplain, because that's where he takes the most damage. The Mongolian scout. But does he even have vision? Oh, yeah, he does have vision right now, but he's not going to have vision for long. If this settler is going, yeah, he's going there. He's going to need to actually cross this river, right? Both of them are going to need to cross this river, and the Netherlands scout is definitely going to need to move forward to try to block this action. So yeah, there we go. We got Yoma moving in sync towards the north, towards that probably oil tile. I would imagine the oil tile is going to be his settle. That would still take him actually to move. So it's fine. He's still going to get that city out in good enough time. Has another settler coming up in 3. Has his warrior coming back also to take care of the Mongolian scout. Let's take a look also on Nader Shah here. What do we have? Nader Mashad is already actually for settling Maori's river on the western side. It looks like he's also going to have his campus coming out first with a +3 on him. Has a decent amount of food from the rice tiles from the southeast, and from what I do see, he's going for his third city quite quickly for Mashad. Has access to his horse tile in the second ring, also iron tile in the second ring towards the northeast, while we do have him with a city that he can place on the cliffs of Dover. That is towards Varangian, that is towards Norway, and I don't think he actually wants to expose himself to that amount of pressure from Varangian. The city is going to be good when it comes to gold and culture, but it's not going to be that good for him to actually get his defense going. He already lost a unit to the very aggressive Paxius. Isn't Paxius actually meaning like peace or something? I think he means something else, no? Oh, wait a second. Isn't that Latin for something? Paxius. Peaceful. It means peaceful. Oh my god, I nailed it. Yeah, this Paxius, well, it's with a Z, but I'm pretty sure he actually can't. Yeah, it's peace. It means peace. Oh my god, I think he's doing something else. I mean, I guess it depends on how you actually spell peace, but yeah. Yeah, he's doing a lot of peaceful things over here against Saucy Mashad. I'm sorry guys, that was a very peaceful move coming out from Paxius here, piecing out a unit from the rainforest. The Distracton also pointing out Maya can have the 1 versus 4. Well, let's actually see if he can actually get that 1 versus 4. This is going to be fun. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fun. Okay, now what do we have here? We got Mashad also trying to actually fend off one of the Maori scouts. He did settle his city that he's not gonna get attacked from the coast by frigates, but I'm pretty sure since there are no cliffs here, of course, those Toa units can get out onto the city center quite quickly. We do have also Nader Shah going for his Bronze Dwarf King. He's gonna get the boost from Skarn. I'm pretty sure Skarn getting it in 3 turns. He's gonna boost out Falcon. We do also have Maori scout trying to get out of this location, but he's not fooling the slinger, man. He's not fooling the slinger at all. He's gonna need to find another location, because if he goes for that forest, the slinger is just gonna keep on following. We do have the second campus also being placed by Susa, and I'm pretty sure Camots are gonna follow up right after he's gonna get those technologies. We do need to also take a look at Shaka, which is already for settling his opponent here towards the south. He sees Mongolia settler going right where his warrior is, and he's gonna try to block that settle. We do have Ulund Ludi starting to also get his third city on the eastern side. Very big, very bad thing. Very bad thing. He doesn't have fresh water here. We do see cities are barely growing over here to the next population levels, and because of that, he's not actually working. More food, more production, more, you know, yields coming out from those tiles. And we do have him benefiting from a +3, +4 campus in the capital if he wants to. Quite a few chops coming out from those stone tiles, and also his I would say beers there. Give me a second, because I misplaced something. Oh my god. Got it. I misplaced my hankies. I need my hankies, man, because, you know, whenever I talk actually a lot, for some reason my nose starts itching. It is what it is, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever gonna actually get this out of my system, to be honest. Itchy nose whenever I talk a lot. Can you imagine how frustrating it is when you actually need to, you know, basically your job is to talk like 6-7 hours and your nose is always itching. Paxius broke the honor code. Well, yeah. He's pissing everybody. Yeah, he's definitely pissing everybody. We'll see. Okay, now we do have the 3 cities already settled by Zulu by the looks of it, and he's gonna have his iron and his horse style in the first ring, with more iron in the south from Ungumdunulovu. Now we're probably gonna see Mongolia over here get his Kesheks regardless, and we're gonna need to see how Zulu is gonna try to fend that off, if he's gonna go for his you know, trademark imps, or he's gonna try another unit. Of course, the imps being very good at defending those Kesheks. We do also see some monuments coming around. His builder is also getting out from Ulundi in 3 turns, and of course he does want the extra culture. He will need to start improving his styles, and we're gonna come back to see what kind of pantheon he picked. We do also need to see what is going on with the slowdown on Maori. Looks like Kailak is getting his galleys out. He does want to scout the coast, and of course figure out if Persia is gonna get a coastal city. I don't think so. Looks like the Maori scout is barely getting out alive over here, with the Persian slinger and also the scout of Persia being yeah, they're looking to make the sauce over here. Yeah, that is also a very good question. What is the honor code? What is the honor code in this game, right? Very good question. Let's see, what do we have? Norway going towards the north, getting his holy site on the horse style towards the south. Looks like he did place it over there. Not bad. I mean, it's basically the same thing with that one to the north. Neither one actually giving him good advantages. We do have him also with another holy site here, and from Christian Sand being placed next to the coast. Unfortunately, he didn't have irrigation to place it on that +4 tile on the how to say, on the peninsula. We do have Christian Sand still working on this, 2 tiles, not bad. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get more cities on the coast towards the southwest, and since he's not gonna have any kind of you know, defensive measure needed against the eastern side, he's gonna be free to go against Neidershire in the north. We're going to need to see if Falconera here is also gonna place down his his encampments quickly, and we're going to need to see what Kublai Khan Mongolia is doing, because it looks like bronze working is coming up in 2 turns from him. He's definitely gonna want to get his triple encampment set up going, and I do have to say he would have had some campuses, but unfortunately only like +1s or not even +2s. I don't think he had a +2. No, this is the +1, this is the +1. Yeah, he didn't have +2s, so he doesn't have geothermals to actually give him the extra yields. With, yeah, maybe some more freshwater cities that he can settle in the southeast. Maybe he could prolong the game by not actually going head first into Zulu and try to get his sim up before any kind of moves. Of course, that is kind of risky over there, but he doesn't know Skarn's land, and he doesn't know that Skarn is going to have quite a bit of time to get his stats up. He's going to need quite a bit of time to get his stats up. Looks like also Harlem did manage to get away from the Mongolian scout, and there is a question over here if we should do a relobby. I think they're talking about too much time spent during the turn rollovers, which unfortunately, yeah, it happens. I did notice it took us quite a bit of time to actually get into the game, so I would imagine there might be a problem. I don't know. I don't know if I should actually say. I don't want to be rude over here. I could pick up the host, you know. Honor code is to act honorably like that. Like, wait, honorably, I like that. Yeah. JGL, good evening, sir. Yeah, they will relobby beginning of next turn. Okay. So let's see. Maybe it will actually fasten the turns here. No Pantheon. I didn't see a single Pantheon picked up, not even Norway that did manage. Oh, there we go. God of the Sea is going to be picked up by Puimo. He's going to get that extra production coming up on his coastal improved resources. And I do see he's finishing off his monuments also for the extra culture. We do have him starting to move to the western side with his settler there, probably on the coal tile. You know, that is going to be a bit closer to Netherlands. And of course, they are allies, so that shouldn't be a problem. Nalanda is also a city-state that they can actually try to take out. It's only 18 garrison defense, and it does have one vector of attack from the coaster into the city center. And while I do also notice Mongolia has started improving his hostiles, it looks like Zulu didn't actually manage to slow down Ulaanbaatar's placement. Zulu is also placing down his Ikandas and getting them very quickly. You do see the triple Ikanda setup coming out from him, and we're gonna have this quick relobby. Is that CPL? No. Boreal, good evening, sir. Oh, I don't think so. I think it's actually a CivFR Falconera version. It's kind of a different name, you know, Falconera 84. Falcon is Falcon. Falcon is definitely Falcon. I don't think it is. I don't think, but I can double check. Maybe it's a Smurf. I don't know. All of the Smurfs going around. Who knows? No. Actually, wait a second. He's from Switzerland. Not that far away. I don't know, to be honest. But I don't think so. Okay, let me get back into the lobby here. Let me see. So we got Falconera here. Alright. 1800 hours on record. Where is Falcon? We have Falcon on the server. We do. No? Or we don't? I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like we do have him here. Maybe on CPL. Falcon. No. Falcon. I guess this is Falcone. Message could not be. Yeah, this is Falcon. Okay. Profile. Falcon. Different profile, guys. Different profile. He hasn't been playing in quite some time now. Yep, this is what it is. Different Falcons. Yeah, I remember in C5, Filthy Robert was low-key racist. What? He would get mad at his team for their poor English and tell people to tell him in his language. Wow. Yeah, that sounds bad, man. That sounds bad. Not everybody's born English, no? Iceland Doka, good evening, sir, and welcome. Also, Papa's good evening, sir, on YouTube. Iceland Doka was mentioning this is caramel and vanilla May. There is also a chocolate Maya. Oh, this is caramel and vanilla Maya. This is chocolate, but not in this game. Yeah, he didn't get lucky with the chocolate, unfortunately. Did we have actually more people joining the lobby and I didn't get to see them? Give me a second. Ooh, network connection to the host has been lost. We need to create lobby. Confirm settings. Okay, getting out. Refreshing the page. So we get a new link. Opening Steam link and network connection to the... Wow. Okay, let me actually exit to desktop and get it reset. This game, man. This game. Hello. There we go. Are you not happy? The shipyard that could. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Not sure exactly what you're asking me. Not happy. I'm not that happy. I guess I don't know. Very rarely, actually, I'm going too dark or going too happy. I try to be as balanced as possible. Kind of hard actually these days. Kind of hard, especially if you kept on saying things that everybody ignores, and a decade later actually they not only start happening, but it's explosive what's happening. First thing I hear this game, man. I mean, look at this. Yeah. Yeah, this game, man. Okay, we got in. We got back in. Only took us a bit. Oh my god, I need to relobby. I need to actually join the lobby again, and it might do the same thing. Check this out. Oh, it worked. This time it worked, boys. We got this. We got this. The lobby actually allowed us to get in. Oh, beautiful. We got this. Will Romania side with USA or China? I have no idea, man. No idea. Like, really, no idea. Now, imagine since we're in NATO, we're gonna side with NATO. That's just, you know, my assumption. If we would be in BRICS, maybe we would have sided with BRICS, but we're not in BRICS, we're with NATO. But to be honest, I don't really think China needs to do anything. The West is kind of doing very well of taking bad care of their population anyway. So if you just let them be, you'll outlive them anyway. Like, there's so many problems right now in the economies. Oh my god, man! Like in educational system, economies, and everything, like it just goes down under. And with how to say, with the social media impact on people, that's gonna be, man. It's gonna be so funny in the next 5 to 10 years when every one of the numbers is gonna be like so skewed. Nobody's gonna know the how to say reality anymore. Already they don't really know the reality anymore. Let's see it in 5 or 10 years. Oh my god. Anyway, only good politics are the politics needed in Civ game. True. Also, NATO may end up on China's side at this rate with how Trump is treating the EU and Ukraine. Nah, don't believe that. I mean, you gotta be real about this, man. No, 80% of the funding of NATO is basically coming with from the United States also, or something. It's okay, so back in the game, we're just gonna need to actually not touch buttons. I just remember we're in a relobby, so we definitely need to not touch buttons so we don't get double loaded here. Yeah. Wait, what is not true? Was not true ship that could. Okay. Okay, we got into the map. Sir, the whole set being placed down from Alesundi is decent ways. Uh-oh. We got a scout here that might actually take the Persian settler. There is a scout from Norway. Paxios is doing it again, man. He wants to piss the settler. Oh my god. Is he gonna make it? Because you do see he has the promotion, right? He has the promotion for faster heal on terrain, so he only spends one single movement on the heal terrain. He could move 1-2 the end of the turn, and then could just click on the settler wherever he might be. If he goes into the forest, of course, he might not actually get in there. But other than that, that is quite a trick. A direct line for the settler. Uh-oh. That's the one tile. That is the one tile Norway in the forest could actually reach, guys. Oh my god, the Norwegian scout might actually get this going. He's gonna need to be careful with the last moves though. Wait, is this Slinger? Oh, this Slinger doesn't have moves, so he doesn't care. Wait, Norway doesn't care. He can move on the 1-2. Does he know? I don't think he knows about the Slinger already moving, spending his movement points. Of course, there would have been a danger for the scout to actually get hit by the Slinger. Only a bit of health would have been shaved off, but still, you know, that's still health that you might use for something else. Most of us here are anywhere since start of the. I can imagine, Musrat. I can imagine. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, both EU and American leadership are extremely weak right now. Trump is trying to get something back, but you gotta remember, like, just guys, just take a look at what America was doing between the 1990s and 2010s. This is a massive difference, of how to say, action was used back then versus what they're doing right now. Anyway, depends on how the US people will be in the future. With social media coming around, they will be very confused. That's the result of the shit they will be very confused. Nobody's gonna know anything. It is what it is, no? So I'm not sure what would be a good university for PhD education there. Switzerland, I mean, there are in Europe in general, there are quite a few good universities that you can actually take, take classes in. I'm pretty sure there are quite a few. I do want to take a look at the last moves coming up from Netherlands, from Norway. Come on, Norway. You gotta click, man. One more. You did click. You can click on the central. Go, Paxios, go, Paxios. No, he moved. The central move first. He cannot piece him. Yeah, he cannot do it. Tushpat did get settled over there on Maystar, gonna get some extra gold per turn. We do have him also with Gather the Force to give him the extra production towards ancient and classical units. Traders coming out from Mashad, and we're going to see how he's gonna take care of the Norwegian peaceful scout over there. That just try to take a stab at his settler. I will defake it. Yes, exactly. Wait, USDC funding universities of France is trying to recruit more scientists. KW, man. I mean, yeah, with zero protection against I would say social media. Wow, man. Anyway, don't get me started on that. I've been talking about social media for so long that I like it. It makes me vomit right now. That they could have foreseen this would happen, and it would have been easy to see this would happen if they kept on going, but they just kept on going, and now nobody knows anything, man. Anyway, Divine Spark coming up from the Pantheon of Norway to get him some extra points over there. For the great people. We do have him already finishing 2 of his holy sites, working on the 3rd. We do have also Maya choosing to go for his trademark gardens festivals to get the extra culture from these plantations. I'm pretty sure he already did get irrigation here, so he starts improving his bananas, not to mention his hill tiles and of course his incense tiles. Going for the builders quite quickly. He did get to settle his 3 cities here, and slowly will need to place down and finish of course his observatories. Already got 2 of them. Neither of them actually have adjacency right now, unfortunately. We do have also Age of Empire here, getting his God of the Sea with only 2 cities on the coast. He doesn't have that many resources, but he's fine. At least in the capital, he's gonna have a 4-3-1 fish tile, and Liverpool gonna have 2 of these fishes and a crab tile to improve there. We do have him with some more resources on the east side, but again, not that many. Some reef tiles are also gonna give him +4 campuses. By the looks of it, there are 2 mountain tiles that he could couple together with this reef tile to get him +4. Not bad. Also +4 in the city of Leeds. That's going to be a bit explosive. I would say a bit explosive. They're being very anti-equality, anti a lot of stuff. Change the city names in BBG to politically incorrect clauses to celebrate various world leaders. Quick W. The cure for social media is putting real people on the street. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Anyway, I don't think that's. I mean, the more lies you put into social media, the less effect it's gonna have on the population. Yeah, so basically nobody will trust anything anymore. They will just trust how many taxes they need to pay or not, and what's their income based off. And if the income is not going to be good, matching of course how many taxes they're going to be paying, they're going to be very unhappy. Basically, that's basically it. Yeah, I don't think Christianity is wrong. It's good to have some rules. The 10 Commandments, for example, is a very good, I would say, a tablet to work on, to work by, I should say. Moksha getting assigned to the city of Zulu for those extra culture points. We do have builders coming around from quite a few cities, also getting monuments in Kwadukuza for those extra culture points. He's right now 7 and 7, while his opponent is also 7 and 7. So matching numbers here. We do have Mongolia also getting those 3 encampments down. It will take him a bit more time than, of course, it was taking Zulu. He doesn't have the half cost encampment. Zulu is starting to get his great general points per turn. We do have also Norway getting 7 of these great profit points for Lausy, and I do see Maya started getting some scientist points, but he doesn't have Hypatia available for him yet. I didn't see anybody actually going for merchants, but that would be a very good question if we're gonna have Netherlands actually getting his harbors out, or he's gonna want to get commercials next to these rivers. We do have him choosing to go, of course, for his campuses to get the extra JCC from those rivers, and I do see he's gonna start off on some monuments from Harlem. Also, so they can be, and if they are unhappy, they need people to blame. Yes, exactly the ship that could. Yes, that is how it always goes. Looks like Maori getting some galleys out. He's Netherlands is not getting galleys. Kailak is taking up I would say the initiative over here and getting the galleys towards his opponent. Did he see his opponent's cities? I mean, he does know about Amsterdam being with 2 vectors of attack against the city center. And since we don't have, oh my god, he's gonna get here. He's not, look at this warrior. This warrior from Yomaya is actually standing behind the forest. He cannot see into the water, right? He doesn't have the vision over the trees over here. Yomaya is in deep trouble. Like, these galleys can be on the city of Amsterdam and start shooting before he can actually react. This is a major problem for him. Major problem. Anyway, we do have harbors coming out also from the cities of Kupe. I do see City Patreon Goddess has been chosen as a pantheon. He's going to get 40% towards the first district in a city, and of course the harbors are going to be the first choice. We do have him with a Persian warrior that is starting to be a bit too close for comfort, but of course he's not a classical unit, so he's not going to do that much damage. It's just annoying that you do need to take care of this extra variable. We do have also Zulu getting his 4th city out from the city of Ulundi. He's not going to try to actually deny generals, and from what I do see, Lee from the south is also going to start adding a few more of these great general points per turn. I think he did go for God of War and Plunder, so he's getting 1 extra point over each of these encampments. Not bad to get those points quickly. Royal Navy Dockyards also from Puimo beating Paris Town. I do see Persia did go for his initial campuses, and he's finishing them soon. Has a +2 in Tushpa, +3 in Mashhad, and Susa did go for another +2 here. While in Nidaros cities, or I should say in Norway cities, we do have him starting to get some slingers out, with Moksha establishing 2 turns in Nidaros for those extra culture points and some faith points. Looks like Maya is being left alone to actually get to Simg on this out. Also, and Hill pillaging the fish. And Hill, yeah. Oh my god, this warrior is still sitting here. This warrior from Yomaya can go and grab... Oh, he grabbed the banana. He sees the boats. Immediately, we do have galleys coming around from Amsterdam, but and of course he did plug in. Oh, he saw it, man. Yomaya saw the boats. Of course, you could actually hear the boats in the water when you are in the game, so he probably got suspicious over there. Yomaya is gonna get his Amani in the first city center by the looks of it in Amsterdam, and he's gonna get a galley out in 2 turns, and another one from the city of Hague. These boats will still, oh my god, will still get to attack into Amsterdam while it is only 15 HP. At least one of it's gonna get to attack into that city center. Is it gonna be enough though? I don't think so. Attack! Attack! Charge! Kailak, charge! Overdose, good evening, sir, and welcome. I have no idea, Overdose, man. how do you say this? I don't know. Actually, I don't know how to say I don't know in French. How do you say I don't know in French? Je ne sais pas? No? Something like that? I think je ne sais pas is nu știu să spun sau I don't je sais pas. Je sais pas. Je sais pas. Je sais pas. Without the ne? It's good? Okay, je ne sais pas. Oh my god, I remember. It's incredible. Man, I need to come a little bit like, you know, more often in France, because like just hearing French in voice is not the same. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. We do have to take a look also how Age of Empire is going to want to get his stuff going, since he's going to have quite a bit of a defense to take out on the western side. Of course, Mongolia being so close to him, it is going to be dangerous also for Netherlands to actually fight off Maori, and at the same time try to actually fend off the attacks from Mongolia. We do need to see a Zulu that is going to be active over here in the north of Mongolia if he wants to keep away his allies from being attacked. And the city of Liverpool is actually quite exposed to attacks here, and we do have England getting some galleys out, of course, for free from his Royal Navy dockyards. He's going to send them as quickly as possible to help out Netherlands keep his cities. And from what I do notice, Skylark did not actually attack into that city center of Amsterdam, and unfortunately that actually, well, will not allow him to do much here. I guess it's fine. He's just going to keep his galleys in front of his opponent and going to try to slow down Netherlands here. Since he already did force Netherlands to get some boats out, it's still a win. I would say it's still a win. We do have everybody in the lobby managing to get their RR scores for the Golden Age. I do see also Buenos Aires, Brussels, Auckland, and Hong Kong are going to be available for them for industrial bonuses. CAD with Ngazargamo are going to give them some military points, and of course production for the military units. Ayutthaya, the only one for culture. Geneva and Nalanda are going to be open for the science acquirement, and I do see the Dutch Empire is already sending his Amani to Nalanda. Whoa! So he wanted to actually put Amani in Nalanda, he just clicked on his capital by mistake over there. I guess it is what it is. Overdose, it is what it is. Tris Bot, good evening sir and welcome, or I should say bonsoir monsieur, bienvenue. Also, yo Maya, can I get some gold? Yeah, exactly, man. Nazca with Yerevan are going to provide some religious bonuses, and one of them is quite close to Norway here. He's at the moment the only one that's actually going for religion, and by the looks of it, he did manage to actually establish it, with Islam giving him the choral music bonus from the shrines and the temples, giving him the culture. Not to mention tithe is going to give him some extra gold for the city following the religion. And since we do have 2 minutes over here to actually get this going, I really need to get to the bathroom, because otherwise I'm gonna start actually moving like this on the chair, and it's not gonna be cool for me, man. It's not gonna be cool. Oh, yes, no more pressure. Okay, coming back to this. Did they manage to get over? Well, we're still 3 turns out. Initiation Rights has also been chosen by Netherlands. Is this a mistake? I mean, from Initiation Rights, he's going to get some faith from building units. Well, I guess that is something, but I don't think he's actually going to be that successful. Anyway, as in, what is he going to do with the faith? That's what I'm wondering about. We do have England getting his galleys towards the Netherlands borders, and they're going to start bonking down the Maori galleys also. It does look like Maori is trying to get out of there. England did manage to get the prime spot exactly on the reef tiles when he actually gets some more defensive capabilities. Equalizer 19, good evening sir and welcome. You talk so fast, I'm kind of forced to, man. I'm kind of forced to. There is so much information in the games, and every time I actually don't speak out some form of information from somewhere, I get called out in the chat, you know. Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, and so on and so forth, you know. Like, this is what it is. You gotta, I had to learn. I had to learn to talk very fast in a language that's not mine. It is what it is. Also, Sigball is saying, what you think, guys? Which of the teams have the advantage? That's a good question, actually. Which one of these teams actually have the advantage? I would actually say right now, with Maya being safe on the right side, or very far away from his opponents here, able to sim, and also with Mongolia being able to hit 3 opponents, I would say the baby boomers are in a very good spot. That's just my opinion right here. We're going to need to see how things evolve, of course, with and Netherlands and also Zulu that can actually affect this game. We do have England that could also affect the game, trying to take out Maori in between Nader Shah, Netherlands, and also England over here. This is not going to be easy. Not going to be easy for them. Dr. Mazu, also good evening, sir. Will Persia get a general? That's a very good question. I did notice he was not going actually for his for his encampments. I do see at the moment Falcon is going directly for horseback riding. No, he did place down an encampment from the city of Susa. He just needs to actually get some projects over there, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot of general points already coming out from Mongolia. We got horses. We got 2 of these generals already recruited by Mongolia. Lee is getting there, man. He's getting there. Did he manage to get military tradition? He's already chopping horses. Well, I mean, where are these sources going, boys? Thank you so much for the follow, Equalizer. Much appreciated, sir. And also, your commentary is leaks about of other casters. Thank you so much, Yorkshire. Much appreciated, sir. I do have to admit, sometimes I'm actually feeling like, yeah, you know, there's a bit too much templating going around. I try to actually get some phrases at the beginning with some information in the middle, some information in the last ones, and I feel like it's a bit too predictable, but in the end, you know, the games just have a certain flow, so I do try to follow it as much as I can. We do also see Kailak here with his city patron gunners finishing his harbors, but did not go for his initial lighthouses. We do have some more boats coming around, because right now, since he did lose at least 2 of them, and he's definitely going to lose the 3rd one in the borders of Netherlands here to the southwest, he's going to have his borders exposed here, and there is a coastal city in Garwahia that has 3 tiles of attack against the city center. Well, at least he's sitting on cliffs, and you know, that adds a bit more defense over there, I think, for the city center, if I'm not mistaken, from the extra hill. Well, we do have him also placing quite a few units towards the eastern side. We don't have classical units coming out from Persia. This is 1031, so the players are gonna need to start choosing their golden age bonuses for their upcoming period, for the next 20 times or something, until we're gonna see the next World Congress, or I should say the first one, with also Norway starting to get a decent amount of faith generation per turn. He's on 21 faith right now, starting to get his government plaza in between those holy sites, so he has more of that decency to them. I do also notice his in some of his cities he's getting his harbors out, pretty good ones with the adjacency from the holy sites. That's beautiful. We do have him also on 8 science and 17 culture, getting that choral music bonus going from his shrines, and of course soon to be temples. His stave churches are going to be legendary here. We do have him with a few of these coastal resources that are going to get the extra production from the stave churches, not to mention quite a few resources on the land to give him the extra faith. We also do see him on 33 points of production only right now, and of course he did choose to go for a monumentality golden age in this first era. Coupe golden age, that's going to be him in a free inquiry golden age, 8 science, 17 culture. Wow, free inquiry golden age, and he has the there we go, the numbers updated. I was like, oh my god, he actually, with free inquiry, he's on 8 science points a turn. I was like, oh my man, that's terrible. I was like, phew. Man, sometimes it is what it is. He did manage to get his early empire bonus with the extra production on this forest and rainforest, and I do see he's getting his slingers out for the extra defense against Persia from the right side. Looking at his text, he's also not yet at horseback riding. He's getting his archery next turn, with political philosophy also finishing. I don't know if this turn or the next one, but anyway, one of those turns. With the builders are going to need to start improving some of these resources. Also getting the lighthouses is going to allow him to start getting those 3 draws to connect his city centers. The first one actually coming up from Engarwahia. Well, this is the big boost of production here because of the early empire. He did get to 40 points of production, with also 14 gold points a turn, 18 science and 17 culture. On titanium, we do have him on the right side. I'm not sure exactly what the name means, but it is what it is. It must be the opposite of titanium, right? That's kind of what it should feel. I don't know, what is the opposite of titanium? Oh my god, it's the sauce. Will Persia actually, did Persia get a general or not? He's barely making points, 1 point a turn. Mongolia is gonna get a 3rd one. Kick W, man. No, I would say, Dr. Mazu, the answer to your question is no, unless he actually chops it right now, which is not happening. Like, he's barely getting his builder out next turn. He's not gonna get a general. But you know, there's another thing. Neither will Maori get a general. That's pretty good, right? It is what it is. On means one, so probably one titanium. Oh, wait a second. This is actually, yeah, this is the French version of on. Yeah, French version of on. Kublai 3 generals. This is, I know, right? Already. Oh, we got a we got the horses. Yeah, going towards the city of the Hague over here. I mean, it seems like he's gonna get to visit the Dutch. I mean, this is probably one of those times the Dutch might not want to get visited. You know, they might want to stop these guys at the door over here, at the border, right? We got Lee's horses just to start about to get into the borders of the Hague here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to go around to get into the I would say forest. Let's actually see. He can get one here and then move towards the 2-1. The one here, this is not going to allow him to actually get into the forest next to limited movement, right? Only 5 movement points. And while we do have more horses getting out of his cities, I do see another 2 are already out with a general for them to get the extra movement points. I do also notice Zulu did send one of his traders to the right side. Anyway, let's come back to the game here and take a look at Maya. Maya, 18 science, 33 culture already, with a pen brush and voices the first golden age. We got him with 4th, 5th settlers coming around and a few of these builders to start chopping. Got his government plaza in between these 2 observatories, and of course one of the reasons he actually has some more adjacency towards these, not to mention getting the extra culture from his improved the plantations. Started chopping the deer tiles. Doesn't like to get Temple of Artemis. Sometimes it is what it is. Who likes to make his people happy, you know? Anyway, he might actually find another one of these camps somewhere to get his Temple of War. Other, I guess, hanging gardens would have been amazing, but no river. Where would you get that one? Right here. He needs to get it here somewhere. Anyway. We do also need to take a look at Kublai Mongolia, getting the 3 generals already, getting to plug in Pingala in the city of Ulaanbaatar, staying on 3 cities right now, and of course pumping out units. He's sending this death squad. I don't know how to say it. This is the trio death squad of Mongolia, of Lee. These are the Lee elite units that have been used also by, you know, the great Spartan leader in the 300s. Oh, looks like he did actually get 2 horses out. One from the Hague and one from Haarlem. Looks like Yo Maya is getting ready for Yo Lee. Okay. He's getting ready. Still no general though. The only general is on Scarn and he only has a single horse here. This is not gonna help. This is I mean, you know, it might help, but this is not gonna help right now. Oh my, he's even trying to get out of there. Even this horse of Zulu is trying to get out of there. And do we have any boats from against Maori? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, next up. Looking at the cities, main cities of... Puimo. Puimo, come back, Puimo. Anyway, I guess that's another relobby at some point. That's unfortunate. Not sure what happened over there. Might be some overheat happening. Saps, bună seara, domnule, și bine ai venit. Also, which pantheon for Zulu and Mongolia? Mongolia went for God of War and Plunder, and Zulu went for Stone Circles. And he's now upgrading his stones. To be honest, he has a lot of stones. Like 3 in the city of Ulundi, another 3 in Quaducuza, 1 in Ungundunlovu. It would have been second one over here towards the south, but the volcano said, you know what, I'm just gonna burn that stone. I see you got the bonus, I'm not gonna let you have it, man. That's a few too many stone tiles for you, okay? Wow, Aaron Jesus over here from Civilization 6 just said no. Okay, well. Still waiting for Puimo. Did he totally get out something? Whoa, off topic is being... Oh, by the way, I did get a song out. I cannot share it on stream though, because, you know, explicit lyrics and stuff like that. But if you want, let me actually copy the link to... I did actually notice the FS Studio made it so easy, like so easy right now to actually get your songs out. It only takes a day and you immediately get it on Spotify and the other, I would say, the other platforms. This is amazing. This is amazing. Just, it makes it so much easier right now. Actually, maybe I should actually pin this, no? let's do it. Manually unpin at the end of the stream. It is what it is. There we go. Okay, let's see it. Where do we have CivFR.com? Oh, wait, it's we're gonna have a pause for 10 minutes, guys. Yeah, he's fixing his internet box or something. Unfortunately, it looks like he has a bit of a bigger issue. Wait a second, he's here, no? C'est bon finalement, il arrive. Okay, he came back. Never mind, he came back. He came back. He says 5 minutes. What? 5 minutes? Oh my God, this is so exactly when we had the action started, the adrenaline pumping through our veins over here, we had the horses, the death-dealing squad of the Mongolians going against the Dutch. Player just goes out, man. Yeah. Player just goes out and slows us down from actually getting the correct flow over here of the, you know, commentary. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Wait, is Scar saying that they're gonna donate a Lee? Wow. Yeah. We need to take a look at Yomaya next, no? I think he was next up on our list. 23 science, 34 culture, definitely much better than the baby boomers Lee. We do have him finishing up some more harbors and getting his builders out from Amsterdam. Looks like he did finish off the boats of Maori with the help of the English Navy here from Puimo. We do have the Hague also working for some builders, and from what I do notice, he didn't get a harbor in that city center specifically. We did have him also managing to get 35 points of production with only 3 cities. I don't see the 4th or the 5th settler being trained right now in his city center, so it's going to take a while. And he does need to fend off the attack of Mongolia from the western side. We're definitely going to need to see if Zulu is going to manage to get enough units to be helpful here. He only has a single horse with a general, and that's not really helpful. It's more like escorts for his prince. Actually, you know, moving with the traders from one side to the other. We also do need to take a look at Victoria Age of Empire here with 15 science and 20 culture points. Wait, did he not get in? Puimo? Oh, he did get in. And we didn't see the notification? That is such a weird happening. Anyway. Direct translation of his shit happens. Yeah, shit happens. La merde arrive. Isn't that, wait a second, la merde arrive, isn't that like shit arrived or something rather than shit happens? Well, since we do have a bit of time, I can get some water going. Give me a second. Yes, Wasser. Yep, I did drink. Yep, I did drink. Oh, I can put the song, by the way. This is the song I made yesterday. Still not finished though.
You stop trying so hard, and you surrender to the knowing that you don't know anything. Not at all. Not even close.
Any time of night, any time of day, let's just make it right. It's the only way. Any time of night, any time of day, let's just make it right. It's the only way.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It is what it is. I was talking. Yep. No voice. Thank you. Small, much appreciated, sir. Also, I talking. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Thank you. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I was talking about the different things that Othink was saying over there. Good evening, sir, and welcome. So, if you're talking about the horses being spotted, they got spotted by Zulu's horses over here, and the horse that Netherlands actually put out before Zulu spotted the horses did not go and defend his how to say, campus. He did go northeast because he was thinking, well, I don't know exactly what he was thinking, but he placed it on the northeast. I think this one actually came from Amsterdam, if I'm not mistaken, and not The Hague. So it took a while to actually get to the southwest. We do have him also. We did have also the boats coming out from Maori that can be heard actually in the water. It's one of the things that is actually sound triggerable if you have the sounds, and of course don't have music to actually spot all of the sounds. You do hear the boats moving into the water or getting into the water. So he first of all knew that Maori is getting boats out because he heard that, and second of all he did place his warrior on the coast on the banana, spotted those boats. Only then when he spotted the boats did he actually switch the production of Amsterdam into his boat technology, and also told Puimo that he's getting under attack. We did have also to talk about the next one, Nedershire, I believe is the next one, right? Three city setup. He's getting his double encampment after he got his campuses in all three of his cities. It looks like he chose Gavranplatz in the capital, so he gets the extra adjacency towards his own one single campus. It's 22 points of science with 40 culture and 39 points of production. Getting his Warlord's Throne in 5 turns, and of course he did choose God of the Forge as Pantheon here, so he's getting more production towards those military units. I would imagine Northwest is going to be his choice, either on that one tile lake or on the cold tile. No freshwater cities aren't that big of a problem for Nedershire. He can get his Peridezas to actually add that missing points of housing. Those missing points of housing. We do have him also with a decent amount of chose, but he did not manage to get his encampments down in time, so he can recruit one of his generals. That is going to be a bit of an issue here. Is only going to get a general for his knights, for his crossbows, coursers, and not for his horses or immortals. A bit unfortunate. We do have also him with 14 gold points a turn. I do have to say at the moment he only has his Peridezas and some of these plantations to give him the gold per turn, not to mention his paintbrush and voice bonus for each of these districts, which already cost him a bit of gold, so you know they're just equaling out. We don't have commercials, we don't have yet harbors being placed by his cities, so yeah, a bit of a problem later on in the gold. We also do need to take a look at Shaka getting his 4 cities out. At the moment only has a single horse from his city centers coming around, and I do have to say Netherlands is being left alone over here to fend off his opponent without a general. We do have Skarn with 14 science and 31 culture. He does have his motion established in the capital city with Bingala already in Quadukuza active. He did start to improve his stone tiles, but did not get all of them. He does want to get his iron, his second iron tile improved from Quadukuza. While I do see him getting another few builders, so he can actually keep improving his stone tiles. There are a lot of potential production points, and not to mention faith points, that he could add to his empire. 44 points of production right now with 11 gold points and 11 faith points. I do have to also mention he didn't go for harbors or commercials at the moment. Also, yeah, life story, man. Set voice volume to 0 and starts picking non-stop. Yeah, let's get it. That geothermal site in Susa City is greatly underutilized. Could have been 2 campuses there. Susa City of Susa. Huh? Where are we seeing the second geothermal? Because I only see a single geothermal. Where is the underutilized? Oh, you mean with another city from the north? Yes. I guess he could have coupled that. Anyway, he did get this to a +3 with the encampment, so I guess he's still fine. Yeah, it's still fine for a while. Now we do have also Nidaros choosing to go for the Warlord's Throne, getting Magnus in the city of Olesun towards the north, while he's gonna get his plantations improved and also his pastures. I do see him starting to actually chop out his territory here. Fourth city already moving to the southeast and has 27 faith points at 10. I gotta say this is not that much at this point in time. Did get to plug in Moksha, and from what I do notice, Maya at the moment is not sending traders to him, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna need to come out soon. Falconera is trying to get an encampment training project from Tushpa, with also Pingala establishing in that city center in 410s. He's getting Magnus in the city of Susa, where he already has a builder with a single chop available to chop something. To be honest, I think he's just gonna get the sugar tile and be done with the builder, because Magnus is gonna take a while to get there. It's just exactly the same amount of time that the builder needs to get out. His settler, though, is gonna forward settle his opponent quite heavily, and by the looks of it, he's gonna actually try to get an encampment training project from that city center. He must be dreaming that he's gonna get to his stirrups much faster than his opponent over here. Let's actually see. Kailak is 19 science with 24 culture, while we do have Falconero on 33 and 37. Definitely a lot more science. We do have him going castles in 410. So wait a second. Is he gonna get a lot of forces, gonna upgrade them into quarters, then send them against Maori here? If he's going castle so early on in the game, I'm pretty sure that's his strategy, right? He's not going for stirrups for the stronger unit, which would be the knight. We do have one of the horses of Mongolia actually biting the dust, but not before he actually pillaged the campus here of the Hague, while the other horses are just sniffing around the rainforest tiles here. They're going to actually put a little bit more defense on them, sitting in the forest. Even the triple shots from these horses of Netherlands are not going to be successful of taking out the Mongolian horse, especially since there is a general difference between them. Well, as I should say, Mongolia does have a general, while the Hague does not. We do have another... another welcoming party here being sent by Lee in the city of Bolawa. We need to name these. Okay, we need to I named the first. Can you name the second? I named the first. This is the Death Squad, right? The trio Death Squad that went against the Netherlands. What is this? We got another 3 horses going towards Zulu this time around with another general. This is the Sun Tzu something. What is this next squad of death units here being called? Also, both geothermal could be used for 2-3 campuses each. True, it also allows for the placing of Great Library and Oxford University wonders around those campuses. Yes, if they do actually get to those wonders, I think that's the biggest stopper over there. So, okay, nobody has a name for these horses. That is the Quick Raider Squad? Quick Raider Squad. Okay, makes sense. Quick Raider Squad. Okay, we got the Quickies. Oh my god, we can actually call them the Quickies. Yeah. The Quickie Raider Squad. Squeaky Raider Squad. Squeaky doesn't have the same ring. Quickie, I like Quickie. Anyway. Tutor also to get his Warlord's Throne, while I do notice he will have the ability to attack into the city of Bulawayo before the horse comes in. We will need to see if he's actually going to want to spend that extra point of strength from the horse against the city center, or he will just want to take out Zulu's units in the meantime. There is a very banged up scout in the forest, and one warrior that is putting up his life over there against the horse of Mongolia. The general is also moving forward, while unfortunately he didn't actually move the horse from the city of Ulaanbaatar to get there. Looks like, yeah, he's going Bulawayo, man. He's going Bulawayo, man. He's not going to attack the city before Skarn gets his unit in, though. That's basically going to be attack over right here. He's still going to force Zulu to actually get some units out to defend himself, and as you can see, that's exactly what he's doing. Looks like Mongolia did also manage to pillage the trader. Those horses that were actually next to the Hague got out. The Death Dealers got out and got the princess. Wasn't the whole job of Scan Horse with the general to actually stop that from happening? Oh my god, he had one job. This general Burica had one job: defend the princess. He totally failed. He totally failed. Look at that. Princess got pillaged. Not even the road got built to its last legs over here. Unfortunate. Well, I guess they got onto the wine tile and it was party time. That's what happened right here. You see exactly where the road ends? It's at the wine tile. Guys, you gotta be careful of these wine tiles, man. Wine tiles are very bad. Oh, scout just died. Now you boop from the archer. Kick. Nalanda has also been defeated. Looks like we did have Mongolia managing to get that city center with another 4 horses that did take out the city of Netherlands. We do have also Zulu's horse. Oh my god, he just dropped on his sword, man. No horses going to Puimo. Doesn't seem like they're going for Puimo right now. He does have these that did just take out Nalanda. He could keep on moving them towards Puimo. And as you can see, Puimo is also getting his Warlord's throne. I'm pretty sure that's also more for bows than it is for military units of the land kind. We do have a Trung truck available with this third squad. This is the party squad. Whoa, this is the party squad. I mean, they did choose to go for the banana spice settle, you know. And the crab city, they went for the crab spice banana city over here. So you know, I can definitely you know, get along with the party squad over there. Wine tiles have track records of making trader drunk. Yeah, I mean, you know, they might have not, maybe they pillaged themselves. We didn't take into account that scenario. Maybe they pillaged themselves on the wine tile. He was like, oh my god, we need more wine, man. What are we doing today? More wine. Anyway, Victor establishing Harman in 2 turns. Not sure exactly why Netherlands is choosing it over there. He definitely would have wanted some more defense in the south, not up there. And we do have some more boats coming around. He did recruit Euclid as a great scientist. And taking a look at the next great people, Hypatia is next, and Persia's gonna have it. Look at that. Nedershan is just waiting. Come in, Hypatia. We have cookies right here for you. We got some sauce also. You might want to try the cookies with the sauce first. Yeah, crab cake city only. Well, let's see. Persia did manage to take this away from Maya. How did this happen, man? Maya again, Maya did not get Hypatia, even though he did have quite a few observatories from the beginning. Still building them, could not actually get enough points to recruit his best great person at the beginning of the game. We do have him getting quite an army of builders, and from what I do see, he's also starting off with his commercials. That means he's gonna have the first pick of Itfa land here. That's gonna be the extra trader capacity merchant that is gonna come out next. And it looks like, yeah, Persia did successfully recruit Hypatia and is feeding him right now with a lot of banana cookies and other stuff over there. Very, very, very good, very good. Cookies with sauce, yes. I mean, I don't know if mango sauce, but it's definitely some sauce over there. I guess it depends on the cookies. You know, we do have Falconera also with one archer moving forward, but I do see he doesn't really have classical units coming around from his city center. Still trying to get his encampment training projects finished. He's gonna have another one finishing next turn, and we'll probably get Ethelfred as the medieval general. Working for Wheels, also getting civil service in 1. Got Moksha in the capital with also a 7th population available for him to place another district. He's choosing to go for an encampment. This is full war build for him, basically. And we're going to need to see if Maori is going to manage to catch up in the science screen. He's right now quite lagging behind the science of Nader Shah. Look at that, 19 points of science on Coupe, and that's with free inquiry. This is what is baffling me. This is like with free inquiry, very bad harbors. That is just telling me very bad harbors coming out from Coupe here. But if you wouldn't have chosen free inquiry, you would have had like 40 points of culture with like 10 science points. Definitely not. Very bad juju. Very bad juju. We don't have him actually choosing to go for Pingala in one of his cities to get some extra science points from his population. And from what I do notice, he didn't go for his 4th and the 5th settlers quickly, so he can actually add more population points to his cities, rolling in more campuses, rolling in more of these points. getting to us, which are going to be a good unit to actually defend against those courses, even though depending on the courses damage, or I should say general defense, it might actually get stomped over there. And we do have on the other side, it looks like Puimo is going to need to get more forces out, because we do have Mongolia getting his units right next to the cities of Puimo here at the border. So some of them didn't manage to get the one promotion, and I'm pretty sure they're just going to try to take out as, or I should say do as much damage to Puimo as possible. Since Netherlands did manage to get his line of units going towards the southwest and the west side of Hague, it looks like that's going to be a defensible position. We do have Mongolia also not managing to get around the city of Bulawayo, but he's forcing Zulu to actually put more defensive capabilities on his land. And this horse, man, this horse keeps on going. He got the trader, he got the princess, he got the wine, and now he just keeps on going. He's going to get more. He's going to get more. Check this out. He can actually take out another archer, could try to get another builder. It's only one charge builder, so you know, not that expensive. I do see Skarn is also trying to get to his military tactics in 8 turns, which is going to give him the ability to get his imp is going. Ordos coming out from Lee. He's gonna get one in each of his cities, and from what I do notice, Lee is going for apprenticeship in 4 turns, with drama and poetry coming up next. Okay, wow, he does need apprenticeship for stirrups. That's the problem, but at least he's gonna get some extra production points, while Nader Shah, for example, is not gonna have that. He went directly, right, or I think he went directly for courses. Now he actually moved for castles, right, for the castles. He's 2 turns out from castles. He's still working on his stables here, finishing off his encampment from the city of Mashhad. Is he looking to actually get to hard build? Oh my god, he actually wants to hard build units here. Anyway, on the coast, we're going to have quite a bit of war if Netherlands does manage to get his science up, and will manage to get to caravels quickly. As you can see, Yo Maya is on Buttress in 3 turns, with feudalism finishing up in 4. We do have also more harbors being placed from the city of Hague. He's gonna need an admiral. I do have to point out he's getting some admiral points from his campuses, but I do see they passed the admirals. Oh my god, did they all 3 pass of them? So they're only waiting for Norway to actually get this? Well, at least he's gonna get it next turn. We're gonna need to see if he's actually gonna pick that one up to open it up for open up the admirals for everybody. We do have also Norway here starting to get a few more builders hard built, with probably feudalism timing on them, so he can get the extra 2 charges. I would imagine. Oh yeah, there we go. He's 2 turns out from feudalism, so he just needs to actually stop these before they finish, get to finish feudalism, and then put on the card for the +2 charges, and then get the big boy builders. You know, the ones with the extra muscles, you know, extra pecs over there. Yeah, then he needs to get the big boy ones. We do have also 2-3 traders that I can see connected to his empire towards the capital city, with 27 points of gold per turn. He's a bit too far away to actually trade on the coast, and I do notice Norway did send some of his galleys to actually attack into Puimo's galleys, while England did have quite a few of them, and did send some of them towards the eastern side. I do see Newcastle upon Tyne did actually get settled. Yeah, in a very exposed position. Very exposed. Anyway, Mongolia sources are already getting into Liverpool's borders. England is putting 2 of his sources in the forest to stop this attack from happening. I don't see the city center actually being in a bit of danger here, but there is a danger that these units might actually just go around the initial defense of England and try to get into the borders of the main cities here. There is a spearman that just came out of London, and I do see he has some 3-4 stone tiles. Oh, Liang, food, extra food and production there. We also have some new campuses coming out from Puimo. While he's only on 18 science, he's definitely going to be quite late on getting his caravels timings going. Yeah. I don't think I ate cookies with mango, by the way. Coming back on what Moonsrat was saying over here, I don't think I did that. Well, I guess I didn't eat crabs either, because, you know, didn't have where to eat crabs. And I'm pretty sure they're not that good if they're not fresh, so, you know, it is what it is. At some point, I'm gonna get going. Wait, do we have crabs in Netherlands? In Rotterdam? I'm pretty sure you do, right? It's on the coast over there. It should have crabs. Come on. Anyway, no city center yet taken, and from what I do notice, the armies are not really fighting each other. We do have Netherlands with the moment only 3 galleys, still starting to get some more. They did open up the annuals, and he did pick up Themistocles. Maori does seem like he's gonna have 6 of these great annual points, and will have probably the first choice to get Rajendra Kola. While he's not gonna get to use it that much, we do have Norway also with 4.6 points a turn. England, Age of Empire, is gonna be with 10. Only 5 point something turns to actually get one. Netherlands is gonna get 4 points a turn, and that's about it. You're a vegetarian, so I don't know much about crab cakes. Yeah, I have no idea about crab cakes, man, either. But I gotta say, I do like meat. I'm not a vegetarian. I mean, I got my, I like my salad from time to time, usually in the summertime. But it always needs to be next to something meaty, like steak or something. Chicken. Something meaty. Ooh, wait, did that horse of China just die against the English horse? He died, man. Yes, we do have crabs, only you don't see them a lot. Yeah, you don't see the crabs a lot. Yeah. We're gonna need to taste them, sick ball. It is what it is, man. Magnus also establishing Paxis' city of Kristiansand, while he's going to finish those traders with that feudalism timing. Looks like he's going to finish at least 4 of them. Did manage to buy also one from Kristiansand. He did jump up to 53 points of faith per turn with only 16 science and 40 culture. Next to next to Nader Shah's 46 and 48. This is very dangerous for Kailak also. He's going to need to get something as a defensive unit, while Nader Shah is going to go for Will and Divine Right in 3 turns. Looks like he's getting his feudalism builders out quickly, while I gotta say Maori already has an army of Toas that can travel to the Persian borders. That's China or Mongolia? That's Mongolia. If you're talking about this, that's Mongolia. It's a bit weird with the colors. Yes, I have to agree with that. But it's Mongolia. You can see the flag over here is the Mongolian flag. Yeah, it looks like also Zulu is managing to push back these Mongolian horses from the side of Zulu, while Zulu did manage to get quite an army of archers here to defend the city of Umvundulovus. He's putting his production points on the campuses. We also do see he's starting to get spearmen out from his city, so he can upgrade them into impies. With 14 Kanda coming out from Bulawayo next, he's definitely going to want those extra housing points. We do have also Mongolia managing to get those orders finished, and I do see he's getting his feudalism builders out to start improving stuff. We do have Lee with only 20 science points and 15 culture points. Did get Pingala in the city of Ulaanbaatar, but could not get that much science for himself. Skarn, for example, is 36 and 50, and unfortunately all of these horses getting built over here did deny Mongolia from actually getting his own cities out, and this is going to be dangerous. Looks like he's just losing units over here going against England without meaningful damage that he can actually do to these tiles. Wait, did he just kill another horse into a horse of England again? That's the second horse that just suicides against the English units, no? Yeah. Explosive volcano, man. Only that icon, you can also see the color. Oh, right, the banner. Yeah, you're right. The white banner behind the, what I should say, on top of the green banner. Sos will get the first city. Muzdrath is trying to make some points for himself. Check this out. Did you vote on the other one? Wait a second. You predicted Sos. Oh my god, Muzdrath is correct over here. He's actually trying to make people put more points into this? Or is this some, I would say, inverse psychology stuff over here? You're telling everybody that they should vote on something else because you voted the sauce and they want your points. Is that how it goes? Mongolia has only 3 cities. It will not get a city from Zulu before it gets overrun from the counter. It kind of looks like it. Yeah. The naval will be hard for baby boomers. Well, I'm pretty sure Yomaya, with the cartography coming up in 6 turns and Mercer is also in 3, is gonna do a lot of damage to Maori. Kailak does have 2 cities exposed to the coast, but there is a bit of a problem here for Falconera. Falconera did choose to keep on waiting to get his coursers out. This is gonna be these are gonna require a lot more production than the normal horses that he could have just chopped here, and unfortunately, this is gonna take a while. This is really gonna take a while to get his armies out. These tours are just what, 1 turn away from starting to attack into his units. And they do have an extra -5 penalty, basically, when the opponents are next to them. Whenever an opponent is next to them, opponent unit is next to them, they do apply a -5 penalty on those opponents. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Toas are going to be the useful unit to go against Toas here. Oh well, I guess it is what it is. Wait a second, did he chop the Corsair? Where's the Corsair if he chopped the Corsair? He chopped something. No? Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. He just removed the production of the Corsair from one shot. Okay. Okay. What can you do? Well, let's see on my, what do we have? 2, 4, 6 cities. Trying to also work on his Colosseum. Got his entertainment complex finished with the arena. He does have magnets in that city center and could easily try to chop it. He does need quite a few builders able to actually move quickly. And from what I do see, he only has 2 of them. No competition though for this wonder. This is going to be a pretty useful one for the extra points of amenities that you're going to get. Not to mention the culture that you're gonna get around these cities that are being hit by the Colosseum. Harbor shipping projects coming out from Puimo. He did manage to recruit Gaius Dulius and Hanno the Navigator. Really wants one of these Renaissance admirals, and from what I do see, the medieval Renaissance admirals are gonna come out next. 12 points a turn with his harbor shipping project finishing next turn. He should have enough points to get an admiral here. Yeah, there we go. He just recruited one, and I did also notice Rajendra Kola was picked up by Maori. I think the biggest question is, will Maori ever... Wait a second. Did we just see... No, neither shall did actually pick Ethelflaed. Then we did have Zulu on Timur, and Mongolia did pick up El Cid. Okay, I was worried over there for a second that we didn't have that many units. That many generals being picked up. It looks like the ones that wanted it, they got them. We do have also the core ability coming out from Zulu to get stronger horses out. Now these are gonna be a bit hard for the units of Mongolia to push through, of course, until Mongolia is gonna get his strong next tier units, the stirrups for the knights, and of course his Kesheks. We do have quite an army of horses still coming around here. I'm a bit surprised that he keeps on making horses instead of going for heavy chariots, since he's so close to stirrups, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna get also mercenaries coming out of those city centers soon. We do from his civic development. We did have Wolostron finishing up in quite a few cities here, and from what I do notice, Netherlands did manage to make 2, 4, 6 of these caravels, or potential caravels, while he did manage to get a quadrim for his Zeven Provincia, and the caravels might just clean up his opponent way before he actually needs them. You do see the difference, right? Kailak is 6 turns out from getting buttress, while he's fighting off already on the land. His opponent here, Falconera. Wait, where are the Corsair? Oh my god, they're barely coming out next turn? Oh, wow. Well. These Toas might actually get to go against the city center itself, and look at the Immortals. They just roll up and die. Ooh, another Immortal. Kick. W, man. So wait, 2 Immortals are just gonna die here. He doesn't have a general, so he doesn't have the extra movement for the Toas. Oh my god, the perfume is back. Toas can hold medieval, you really need crossbows, knights and plus crossbows can break through. Yeah, but these are offensive Toas, you know. He's going to need to do something with them. And wait a second, he still didn't get the both Corsairs. He just got a 1 and now working on an archer from Susa. Well, yeah, the 1 doesn't... Oh no, never mind, he did manage to get 1, okay. At least these Corsairs do 60 damage against the Toas 51. He did manage to get Ethelflaed. That's an extra point of damage here that he's gonna get, not to mention more of these movement points. +5 is definitely important. Norway getting his campuses out, also plugging in Pingala in the city of Öresund. We do have Magnus establishing in Salzburg, moving from Kristiansand, because he already did manage to get everything done there. Maya's probably going to chop Colosseum next turn with a 1-3 that he's going to get to chop, and more libraries coming around. His science is getting to legendary levels here, 62 science and 55 culture. Oh my god. What is the opinion of chat over here about bombastic titles in the media? Anybody, especially on important stuff, like when they say, you know, oh my god, it's like the most important thing, the biggest thing happening over here. And you're like, okay, bro, what's that? Oh, Mouse Coaster Road. Wow, yeah, the biggest thing, man. Yeah, definitely biggest thing. I wonder why Netherlands doesn't send their horses with a catapult to the land of Mongolia. No catapult first, and he has catapults that he needs to get. It's all for the clicks and views. Yeah, all for the clicks and views until, you know, actually bad stuff happens and they don't have an expression for it. So it's basically gonna be the same important stuff at the same level because of words. Amazing, no? More confusion, more confusion. Yes. Ooh, Puimo is also 6 turns out from cartography. He's also gonna get these boats out quickly, and he made quite an army of them, a navy of them. We do have a lighthouse coming out from Liverpool in 4 turns. He did manage to fend off the attack of Kublai Mongolia, while I do notice he did also manage to push back Netherlands from Norway from his boats, from his coast. We do need to see how quickly Puimo can actually get these boats towards Varangian, since Varangian is going for Divine Right and going for Iron Working. He's not yet actually going top 3. We do have him on 22 science with 50 culture, definitely not the same level as Puimo's 42 or Yomawa is 48, but he still has his campuses coming around, and they're gonna be pretty good ones, right? Well, pretty good ones. Goodish, like a +2 over here, another +2 over here, and that's about it. Couldn't manage to get that Government Plaza in between. He chose to go for the Government Plaza in between his holy sites, so he gets more adjacency to them, while he's also gonna put down a few more of these. We're going to see how much time it will take him to get to his caravels. These English boats won't have that much to travel to actually get to his borders over here, and I'm pretty sure we're watching galley 5 movement, right? Wait, his galleys, his caravels are gonna be more, right? Oh yeah, he's getting raid light also for an extra movement. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like 7 movement, so it's gonna take like what, 1, 2, 3 around here. 5 turns to actually get to the borders of Norway. Well, his cartography in 2 turns. Mercer is next turn. We're gonna have Yoma getting those caravels already up before him, and it does seem like they do have a lot of gold. Puimo is on 85 gold a 10. You got Yomai on 23, 19 on Falconera, while on the other side on Titanium here is only using 66, only getting 66 with Kailak on 15 and Paxios on 26. I do see Lee is losing 5 gold points a turn. We do have Maoli managing to take out those 2 immortals. I think the immortals are the ones that died, no? Oh my god, he has a CAD? Oh my god, he has a CAD. He's gonna start doing maximum damage with maximum effort at the fortifications of Tarsus. Maximum damage. Ooh. 2, 4, 6, 7 Toas, 8 Toas, more Toas coming around. He's trying to get some boats in Engarwahia, but talking about actually him getting to cartography, that's not happening. Like these boats are gonna take just 3 turns to actually get to the first city of Engarwahia. They're gonna take out all of the galleys here, and they're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. Kailak is probably gonna lose his coastal settlers here, including his capital city. When of course maybe he's gonna get to keep it until the frigates come around, but I'm pretty sure afterwards it's gonna be a no-go. We do have another attack going also against Zulu. Looks like he might actually lose one of his horseman corps, but to be honest, Mongolia has kind of a knack of sending his units against his opponents to die. So right now we don't know exactly what's gonna happen with these. I'm sure you already saw 2 of his units just die against the opposing units. I would imagine we might see a 3rd one, you know. I think there's a very high probability we're gonna see a 3rd one getting to sacrifice. Coupe must fail? Why? Man. Also, wait, I want Trump uses those words a lot, yeah. Kick W, man. I wonder why, you know. Okay, he got one. He saved one. Of course, the imp is being much more successful against the units here. Oh my god. He just threw inside on another one of his units against the horse of Squadrons. Did I see that correct? This is how it worked out, no? He had a horse that just suicided against Zulu's horseman core. No, my god, man. Anyway, what are the what stirrups? Oh, stirrups next turn, civil service in 2 over here for Kublai Khan Mongolia. He's going to need to get his stirrups going, or I should say his heavy chariots and also his Kesheks going, so he can put more damage on his opponents. We didn't have also him staying on 3 cities, so unfortunately he's not going to get that much out of those cities. 4 more turns until the switch of the era. We do have Shaka with 5 points missing from getting his golden age. He did plug in Reina and Bulawayo. I do see Quadukuza getting Pingala and also finishing the statue of Zeus next turn, which is going to give him another 3 archers, another those 3 spearmen, and one of those battalions for him to work. On the side of Nader Shah, we do have Tarsus. Oh my god. Tarsus! Tarsus! Is there enough strength? I don't think there's enough strength to take the city down next turn. The city cannot be placed under siege, and there are some courses that, well, one course just could get into the city center to increase the defense strength. And I don't think even without the increased defense strength, these Toas won't have enough damage to do against the city center. We do have another Toa that is gonna need to move closer, but unfortunately he's not gonna get there next turn when he actually needed to be here to be able to keep on attacking, or maybe even switch with the banged up Toa that is next to Tarsus. Falconera is also 2 points away from getting his golden age, getting his intelligence agency in 2 turns, and from what I do notice, he's starting to get those courses to match the army of Maori to take it down. Oh my god, another courser just died in the north, and I do see Persia's builder is still available for him to actually chop something. No? I mean, maybe Toa can do something about this. Maybe Tuchash builder is not going to be allowed to actually get, you know, builds. Choppy. Corsairs already upgraded, Crossbows already upgraded from Falconera is going to allow him to do the significant damage against the Toas that he needs to, and he did just manage to use the builder to chop another Corsair. This is amazing. Anyway, we do have Falconera managing to fend off this attack, and I think Kailak is in big, very deep trouble. Very deep trouble. We got a massive navy. Look at sauce. Look at the sauce. Yoma is looking for the sauce. He's gonna make some sauce out of the baby boomers by the looks of it. Gonna squeeze the baby boomers. Koopa. Yeah, it's happening, man. It's happening. You do have an admiral here, actually 2 admirals, Artemisia and Leif Erikson available for him to use. Leif Erikson is going to be the one actually, you know, able to do something a bit against his opponent with the caravels. Different technologies. It is what it is. We do have also Netherlands needing quite a few points to get to his golden age. He's 9 points off, while I do see Puimo going for the dark age for 47 out of 50. By the looks of it, he's pushing as hard as possible to get cartography, while he's even putting off getting his great lighthouse. I think he wants to be in a dark age. There will be an open coast over here for him to actually take out Norway. 2 cities, Nidaros and Kristiansand, are going to be exposed. The third one, Öresund, and of course the fourth one, Sarpsborg, are not going to be on the coast that easily. We do have Corsairs also starting to actually get into the borders of Norway, with these berserkers not having enough damage to take out the Corsairs. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of pillages from Falconera into his opponent's cities, Norway. We did have also Lee 6 points off from getting a golden. Doesn't seem like it's happening. Getting his Kesheks out in 2 turns. Maybe he gets to chop one next. He needs to chop one. He really needs to. Oh my god, he's not even gonna get these. Oh no, he's gonna get these. Okay, it's fine. At least plus 4 points coming out from that. He's still gonna need 2 more from somewhere. We do have Antitanium also 3 points off. Oh my god, wait a second. He finishes Colosseum. Okay, he's finishing Oracle here. It's fine. He's gonna get the points. We got also more of these observatories finishing, and Antitanium does have a lead in science. with no question mark. 89 science with 68 culture points, 62 points of gold that he's gonna need to give to his allies there. We did already see Netherlands upgrading the majority of his boats on the other side, managing to get the gold from his teammates, and they still have quite a bit of gold. I'm pretty sure they also noticed the city strength of Netherlands here just jumped up to 52 garrison defense, and I'm pretty sure they're thinking those are not coursers. So we do have just one more turn until Maori is gonna get his galleys taken out here, and I do see he did manage to get the walls up in his capital city, while Maori is also going Dark Age, 40 out of 41 points. He needed to retreat from the borders of Tarsus, and now he's losing his eastern border. Kailak, Stoas are not up to the challenge. I guess the Hakas were just not scary enough. I mean, you gotta admit, they were like for like a few hundred years, they just sat next to Tarsus, and in every morning, man, every morning while they were sitting over here, they were doing the Hakas, you know, bam, 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 bam. And Nader Shah was totally oblivious to this. He didn't care at all. He was like, just ignore them, man, just ignore them. And you see those muscly people over there, yeah, you know, getting their muscles going, pumping up the chest, didn't do anything. Oh well, I guess it is what it is. We're going to need to see if Falconer is going to manage to push forward and maybe take out these inner cities. He does need to take out Totarapa for a full kill on Maori, even if these two coasters are going to be taken out by Netherlands. And Yomaya is going to start attacking. There's no defense here. No defense. Kailak is still 5 turns away from getting cartography, with mercenaries coming up in 2 turns. That's just massive amounts of difference here. We do have also Paxius getting his monumentality to roll over. Yes, he did manage to get the points. 61 out of 61 points. Ooh, did he get another trader? That looked like a very big sacrifice over there for Falconera to get that unit so far into the defenses of Maori. Anyway, let's see the destruction happening. Okay, that's one. Injured walls going up in 2 turns from Engarwahia, but I gotta point out these boats are gonna go down, and that city is only 34 defense. Only 34 defense. Wait, there are more movement points. Oh my. I mean, the city might just fall next turn, that's what I mean. If he takes out these galleys, and I'm pretty sure he has enough movement to take them down, or at least this one, he's gonna get to attack with 2 units. Might take the city out entirely. Now use your fleet commander. Oh, wrong game. Fleet commanders. Ew. Why? Wait, for what are you gonna use your fleet commander? Pour some hot sauce on some crabby cities. Yeah, totally can get behind of that. We do have Persia also managing to pillage the copper tiles and another mine over here from Norway, while Norway is starting to put some production and or faith into these berserkers. I do see he did manage to get at least 3 of them, with 4 of them actually, 4 of them, and a 5th one is coming around from Öresund. 6 actually, another one is coming up. We do need to see if England did manage to upgrade his boats. Not yet, but he does have a massive navy. Engineering next turn, with exploration coming up in 7 turns here from Age of Empire. I do see this is the last turn they could affect the points, and it does seem like Falconera did get to secure golden. Shaka got secure golden. Lee got golden, Titanium got golden, Paxius got golden, and Yomaya did manage to get the golden. The ones in Dark Age are going to be Victoria and Coupe here. Might not actually help at all, and I have no idea why Yomama did not take out that galley. He probably thought his Garvos don't have movement speed or something, but that's gonna slow him down at least one more turn from getting the city center. Come on, attack him to... Oh my god, he used the full pillages. Anyway, it is what it is. 2 more turns. The ancient walls are going to finish in that city center, and he's going to need to go through it while his other units are going towards the city of the capital city of Coupe here. Cartography is still coming up in 5 turns for Coupe. Remember, he was on 3 inquiry golden. He lost all of it right now. So his science just went down 32 science points, with only 27 points of turn for Coupe to get his, well, cartography. That's unfortunate. That navy is a bit over. Oh my god, look at this. Look, oh, we got also a hurricane coming up. Where is his cartography? Why is he not getting cartography? He doesn't have the upgrade button. Nor did he actually... Oh, he did finish his lighthouse. Never mind. So he did manage to get 1 more movement speed on all of these units. Very nice. Very nice. I do have to say, at the moment, Norway is on 0 boats. 0. The first one is coming out from Nidaros here next turn, and he's going to need to make quite a few of them. We're also going to need to see if Persia is going to keep on moving forward. Looks like his general got back in the city of Tarsus, where he does have more courses moving on to the front line here. I do see the Toas are starting to make a line of defense into Otatarapa. Anyway, Susa gonna get his spy out next in seven turns. I do see Zulu did manage to core up quite a few units, sending one of his Impi cores on the 4-on-1. This one Impi core can actually one-shot a Keshik, bro. Almost one-shot a Keshik, man. Anyway, Mongolia did also manage to get a Swordsman core, which is basically a good counter against the Impi. We're going to need to see if they're gonna start attacking each other here soon, and definitely we do need to see if Skarn is just gonna keep on getting Impi cores out. We're also gonna have a pause for a few minutes while the players are going through their World Congress choices. We're going to need to see how things evolve here. And I gotta say, I'm quite excited to actually see the Zeven Provincians in a form of war here, because we haven't seen them in like 6 months or something. Okay, so be right back, 2 minutes. Yo! Yeah, it is what it is, man. Destruction is happening over here. What do we have? In the lands of Kupe, the city of Angarwahia is gonna be taken down. I also do see the boats of Maori are trying to leave their own borders. Oh my god, man. Go, my boys, save yourselves. Looks like Tehoniangano Yakupe is just left alone to fend for itself with one galley coming up next turn. We do have all of the Toas deployed to stop the Persian invasion. Also, Zulu did manage to switch to drums of war, and from what I do notice, 52 science with 34 culture, definitely much better than Kublai Khan's stats there. As he is his Impi core starting to move towards Mongolia, he definitely doesn't care about the Keshiks at all, and we do need to see how many of these units and how quickly they can get onto the front line. Ooh, quite a few of them. Look at him build. Temple of Statue of Zeus did get built for the extra production towards anti-cav units. Definitely got quite a few free ones, and we're going to need to see when he's gonna get. Guess what? Crossbowman cores. That's gonna be pretty good. Also, Team GPT. There we go. We got 14, 3, 90, and 7 on the side of the sauce. On the other side, the baby boomers -7, 71, 13, and 25. That seems like a evenly matched here. Falconera 39 cents with 35 culture, still moving units on the front line towards Maori. He did manage to get one of these spies in, and not only he has the stronger unit, he also has an extra intel on of his opponents. He did manage to get his military alliance, but so did the Maori get it. Victoria 50 science and 26 culture, and a working exploration coming up in 4 turns. Did start to upgrade his caravels and did manage to use Gaius Dulius on one of his caravel fleets here. Well, unfortunately, some of his navy did get actually smashed by one of these hurricanes, and that's not going to be good for him. We do still have him with quite a few chops, which I'm pretty sure he's going to use for his sea dogs when he's going to get his exploration. Looking at also Puimo, Dark Age, unfortunately. Wilhelmina 55 science, 51 culture. He's going to be still on 3 cities. He's attacking his opponent and doing massive damage here to Maori. Does want to take Engaruahia down, and he also does want to get his to his reserve and provincian. He's going to require to actually get quite a bit of niter here, so you know, military engineering needs to be discovered so they can actually start rolling in the niter. We have only 6 points of niter available for Shaka to use, and that's about it in the whole team. We also see Lee is going to get his military tactics in 2 turns. Drums of war on his side. He's going to want to get these production points going against his opponent here, and I do also notice even his Swordsman Corps cannot handle the awesomenesses of the Impi course here. We definitely see a lot more Kesheks coming around from his cities. Some of them are going east side, but there are very banged up horses that are getting out from the English cities, and these cities are 49 strength. The horses definitely cannot attack into them and you know, come out alive. We do have Titanium actually going for 108 science with 90 culture on a free sim that he has on the other side of the coast here, with knights coming around from him to just you know, defend himself from the Persian courses that are coming in. Looks like he was sending a few units towards Nazca, where Mongolia did manage to actually levy that city-state. Quite a few more commercials for the extra gold, aqueducts for the extra housing, and I do see some of these libraries are getting into his campuses, so he pads those numbers of science. 136 production is massively more than actually anybody in the game right now, with also 129 food points. That seems like Titanium over here is going to need to carry the game in a 1 versus 4 setting, because it kind of looks like his allies are going to die one by one, doesn't it? You know, it kind of looks like Kupe is probably gonna die, Harald might actually die, Kublai Mongolia might actually die. This might become a 1 versus 4, and Maya is gonna need to carry. We do have Kaila here with 34 science, 20 culture, about to lose his first city in Engaruahia before he gets his cartography. That city did have 2 adjacency campus there. Next to the mountains, and from what I do notice, oh my god, he's getting invaded by all of the Persian corsairs. With +6 intel, looks like he just lost that city. And okay, there was no change actually on cartography. Still 2 turns out for cartography. Next units from Netherlands are actually trying to get to the Maori galleys, which are just 3 of them. They're trying to get out, with Rajendra Kola actually running first. Look at this, he's running first across the map over here. Oh my god, man, that admiral. You would think the admiral would be the first one to take the punches, but no, it's the other way around in this game. We do have Paxios also with a Frinquiri Golden Age coming up on Norway. He did manage to get those extra science points on his harbors, jumping up to 65 science and 55 culture. Not gonna have that much time until he's gonna get his cartography so he can upgrade his galleys into the stronger versions, but there is a bit of a problem, a bit of a saucy problem coming against him. It looks like Puimo is going to want to spread peace all over Norway, like all over Norway. England is not going to stop until Norway is going to be pissed out of this game. Can I say that? Pissed out of I guess I can. Anyway, 5 turns for intelligence agency coming up in 5 turns from Nidaros. We do have some galleys coming up from Olesund, and he does need to actually, keep his harbor out there. Sauce to the first. Oh, right. Sauce to the first city. We can finish the prediction. Oh my god, thank you so much for reminding me. Choose an outcome. The sauce. The sauce made it, man. You see, the sauce made it. It will be peace eventually. It will become peace eventually. From the sauce, it will become peace, yes. Okay, let's get the prediction for who's going to win this game. Who will win? We do have sauce on one side, and on the other side, the baby bombers. can I put more O's here? I do like more O's into the name. Baby boomers. No, that kind of sounds better, no? Baby boomers. Ooh, the Toas are actually trying to counterattack. Uh-oh, they definitely, like with the +6, they Kai like definitely cannot do anything. There's no way he's gonna do anything here. Like, look at these Toas. 43 strength against the 61 of the Corsair, man. 61 of the Corsair. He's getting overwhelmed. The spy seeing everything. He has all of the behinds of all of these bounty Toas, having the perfect vision to see them roll over here for the Corsairs of Persia. Netherlands bringing his boats to Tehonianga Noia Coupe. He did manage to also move forward his squadron so he can get that the Zeven Provision upgraded as quickly as he has the technology. 2 more quadrants coming out from his cities. We're going to need to see if he's going to produce the 3rd one. I guess we don't need it right now. We do have Puimo, also only 2 turns out from getting to Paxius, while I gotta say Paxius is still getting apprenticeship. He has a dream. He's gonna be left alone to peace the world. I think he has a dream. Yeah. Okay, 3 turns for intelligence agency to get one of those spies out. I do want to take a look at England if he did manage to get his own intel going. From what I do see, no, there's no specializing building of choice in the city of London. He's getting under attack over here by the units of Mongolia from the western side. The Kishiks are a little bit behind, and he did manage to get his own horses out. Now we're probably going to see Puimo here try to get to the stronger unit, the Corsair. First of all, he does want his printing, and he does have a caravel, defense in his city center. So other than pillaging, I'm not sure what Mongolia is going to do here. We do have also to take a look if Zulu is pushing through. Zulu's pushing through. Skarn is getting all of his muscles to work against Mongolia's units here. That Mongolian corps got taken down first, and it looks like he's going to follow up attacks on all of these sort. Man, this is not, I gotta say, this is not even funny. Like, look at the destruction of these MP cores. I guess we can have a bit of fun with that. Look at these guys, 82 attack strength against the horses of 60. What are those horses gonna do, no? Anyway, there are many times coming up from Lee. He's desperately trying to get a stronger unit out to fend off the attacks from these MP cores. It does look like we also do see him trying to retreat towards the city of Ulaanbaatar. I do have to point out he's actually losing movement on these units when he's moving them back. And unfortunately, the MP cores might actually get to stab them in the back over there. We do have also attacks going on against the capital city of Mauri here, with Persia at the moment not actually putting that city under siege. Walls are going up also in Atarapa, which is the second Mauri city that he has. Unfortunately, no way for him to get a safety settler out. And by the looks of it, the Persian units keep on eating away the Toas that are right now defending the city of Tatarapa. Man, I'm telling you, the Hakas are just not scary enough. We need stronger Hakas. We need scarier Hakas over here. It looks like beats and shouting is not gonna work. Yeah, not gonna work, man. Naval war dominates? Yeah. Naval war always dominates. Oh, no. 9 movement speed caravels, man. They're gonna be inside of the borders of Paxius right about now at the end of the turn. If you pick 2 naval civs, you have 2 fast caravels. Yes, it's a must-have. It's really a must-have, yes. This is one of the reasons actually this map is not that preferred to be played out, because it's a bit too much hanging on what's going on the seas here. Even though I do have to point out there was a time when the players were having fun with Catherine Magnificence, and we had Tordet over here managing to win a turn 35, I believe, 34 or something, win in one of the CWC finals. I think it was season 3 or 4 if I remember correctly. Unless you don't settle on the coast. There were actually teams that did try to not settle on the coast. Didn't go that well, actually. Echo Supreme, also, have you tried the Romania mods for Civ6? Why not use your influence to include a very important Romanian civilization to Civ teamers? I mean, man, if they really, like, if the, I would say, if the creators of the game don't even know about Romania, what its, how to say, long-standing tradition, I would say, culture, a long-standing culture. Who am I to actually talk them out of it? This is what it is. No, they chose it. If they choose to give a different reality, it is what it is, man. Not gonna fight it. I'm also not that big of a fan of Romania to just, you know, spread it around everywhere. This is what it is. Ooh, caravels actually did come out from Norway. He actually managed to get caravels out, but still, by the looks of it, he doesn't have an admiral, so the boats of England are still going to be stronger. We do have also England managing to get his +5 going because he does have his Dark Age, and these boats are just going to roll over and die soon. 70 strength against the caravels of Norway on the defense of 64. Doesn't seem like England is going to have that much of a problem. There is this Zenki Great Admiral that I have no idea what he's doing over here, but he might actually just get blocked by the by the caravels of England from actually getting back to his own troops. You can see right now he's not affecting a single boat over here, and these English caravels are just passing around him. Man, he was out on a trip over here, boat trip. He was partying over there, booms, 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 and then the caravels of England was just, hey, look at that guy, man, and he was like, yeah, bro, yeah, destruction, yeah, and then he just passed out. So yeah, he stayed over there in the middle of the seas. It is what it happens, man. It is what it is, no? Yeah, we do need to see also if Netherlands is going to manage to get these upgraded 210s for square rigging to come out from Yomaya cities. And from what I do notice, Zulu is just about to get into Ulaanbaatar's borders with his initial impies. He does have quite a few more coming up on the way. And I do see he started on getting some commercials, military engineers to get to fix the, I would say, get the roads going. He already has one moving with the road pathway towards the south, allowing him to actually reinforce all of this front line much faster. Okay, some sea dogs also coming around from Puimo. Finally, this is going to help him actually do a lot more damage against his opponent when he's going to manage to get them onto the front line if he needs to, because right now his caravels are just stomping down the Norwegian boats. And it's, I do have to say, it's just going to be on titanium here. 150 science, 100 culture, Pembrasian voice, getting more production, 164 points of production. Does look good. What is he gonna do if he's gonna start losing allies? And a lot of them. Only 2 remaining to us available for Tatarapa to actually defend himself with. 2 more in Tehonianga Noyakupe, and he's trying to get some catapults out, while we do have the Netherlands caravels able to shave down that strength of the city center slowly but surely. It does seem like there are quite a few caravels available for, I would say, for Netherlands to use. And he's choosing to put quite a few of them against his opponent, against Norway, to help out England. And look at that, England, man, this boomsy animal is still here. Booms, 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 booms. That animal is having a lot of fun while his, you know, forces are dying here. Wow. That is, I think, one of the most ignored admirals that I've seen in a long time. I've seen generals, you know, like quite a few times, but admirals, very rarely I see admirals out of the way. It's just amazing. It is what it is. So Norway really had no excuse. He could have parked the galley at the England Ocean and watched. Yeah, basically. Well, when boats. Yomaya, next turn, square rigging. He's gonna get these 3 D7s. The 3 D7s are gonna go through and eat through the Tehonianga Noyakupe defenses very quickly. We do need to see if Persia is gonna manage to follow up with a few more units. I just see a single courser moving to the front line, and that's probably not gonna be enough to take down Otatarapa's walls. He only has a single crossbow that could attack into that wall defense, and that only shaves off like what, 7% of the total strength at one time. We do have also to take a look here what's going on. Looks like Netherlands also has thrown his units against the Mongolia's borders on the eastern side, while I do notice England is just totally ignoring the pillaging that is happening on the western side, try to actually get these units closer to the coast so that sea dogs can take care of them. Look at that, the sea dogs actually take out the horses in good enough time. We do have 5/10s for intelligence to finish in London, while there are only a few more Norwegian caravels that he actually needs to take. I'm actually quite surprised Norway still has berserkers on the right side. We did have the courses of Persia managing to get around, and they did manage to get into the borders of Maya, pillaging some of his farms and starting to actually eat into his defenses here. Nadersha is just bringing in the gold for his teammates to keep upgrading stuff, including, guess what, Yomaya's the 7 Provincians, which are going to cost 80 gold a piece, but they're going to be extremely good. Look at them actually doing the damage against Tehonianga Noyakupe's defenses, shaving off like, what, 35% of the time. There are 3 boats with an admiral that will start shooting down that city center with only a single catapult coming out next time from the capital city of Coupe. Here it doesn't seem like he's going to manage to actually withstand that attack. We're going to need to see if they're going to invest into a catapult or something to actually take down Otatarapa. I would imagine a catapult would be quite advised here. There is a decent amount of gold on Puimo and Yomaya for that to happen. We do have Puimo managing to actually push back Norway significantly. He's going to deny totally the builds of Olesund here. While he's going to take out that banged up caravel which doesn't have a promotion. Christiansen cannot be boats anymore. He's switching towards the catapults, and it's only a matter of time until we're going to see some of these sea dogs making their way towards the east. As you can see, they do have 7 movement speed, and that's without the admiral, but they're going to get there quite quickly to Norwegian borders. In the tech side, I do see Scarlet also finish printing. Oh my god, he's actually taking down he's taking down Mongolia, man. Oh, yeah, that's kind of a problem. Zulu at his finest getting his Impi cores. Yeah, I gotta say, we haven't seen actually Zulu using his full Impi core setup for a long time now. Most of the time you see something else like crossbows, night cores, you know, something else. But this time around, Scar said, you know, Impis are the way, man. I'm gonna get a lot of Impis against my opponent, gonna take him down. Okay. I gotta say, Cat is very happy. My grandma got her some grass today. She's very happy. She's very happy. I also started turning on the air conditioning. She's sitting with all of her paws in the air over here, like this, in front of that AC. It's incredible. And there we go. First shots coming up from the Z7 Provincian. Only one did manage to get to shoot. Probably another one will need another 10. There is a forest that is blocking the visibility, and this one spent a bit too much movement to get there. He does have promotion points on at least one from what I do see of the Z7s, while the first city of Kublai Mongolia did get taken out. That intelligence is coming out next turn, and I don't think he's going to have time to plug in the spy anywhere. Bad Impy! Bad Impy! Echo Supreme calling out. Yeah, the Impys are very bad, but in a good way, right? In a good way for Zulu, in a bad way for Mongolia. I guess Echo Supreme, you know, I could totally imagine, you know, one of a tourist over here from the side of Mongolia just sitting around on a balcony, seeing all of these Impis fighting off the Keshiks on the street, and he would be like, bad Impy, bad Impy, bad. You know? Yeah, protesting the Impis coming to take over, man. And yeah, indeed, happy cat, happy life. It is what it is, man. These days, we get cats instead of wives. It is what it is. Anyway, we do have Maurik, unfortunately, not managing to hold on to his capital, while Otatarapa, by the looks of it, we do have a lot of courses that died next to that border. Also, well, good evening, sir, and welcome. Can Boomer win with 2 civs gone? Probably not. Probably not. I just see armies marching east. Yeah, everything is going to march east. This is going to be Maya 1 versus 4. There's no way around it. We're going to need to see how quickly these cities are going to fall from Norway, since already his coast is lost, actually. We're going to need to see how quickly the Sea Dogs actually get onto the front line there. Units of Mongolia did already die. The horses that could be able to take over the city centers are no more. While we didn't check out what happened in the Congress, to be honest, it doesn't matter. No, 2 points, 2 diplo points for Harald Varangian. Well, not going to happen when he's going to lose the cities. Not to mention, if he loses teammates, he's not going to get the diplo points from the votes. Great Scientist, no points. Okay, no Hypatia, no Newton, no Ibn Khaldun. We do have also Monarchy managing to get the wildcard policy slot. Well, I guess it is what it is. Okay, another city, capital city of Mongolia, got taken down. Zulu not taking any prisoners over here. Moving forward towards the last city, the city of Choir, that is available for Mongolia to keep on pumping units. At least he's going to get another many times next turn. Doesn't seem like he's going to lose it in the meantime. We do have already the city of Tehonianga put down enough so he can take it over with a catapult with one of these catapults actually next turn. Well, yeah, there are catapults there. It doesn't seem like they're going to actually stay alive for long. Now, we did need to see another wave of units coming up from Persia to take out the city of Otatarapa. But I'm thinking, I'm just thinking they might just leave this be, right? They're gonna be like, yeah, you know what is he gonna do with just one single city? They might just, when it's gonna turn into a 3 versus 4, they might just CC the game anyway. Even if, and I do have to stress this, even if it does seem like Lady 6 guy might get more science and culture than his opponents combined. Look at this, he has 160 science, 123 culture, while his opponents are 61, 49, 41, and 62. So they're about like 200 something, 210 something. While Antatemio just needs a bit more science. Where is he? Is he getting university? He's getting universities up. Okay, he's getting there. He's actually getting there. Doesn't he have a settler running? Does he have a settler running? No. No. He took out this city center, which could have been one of his cities. I don't see a settler running. I see builders. I see he has 2 K-Shakes actually running back to his cities, but they're never actually going to get to the city of Choir. Yeah, he didn't run far enough, I guess. Oh my god, man. Cat is going all in. Very happy. He's very happy. I mean, if Maya can get tanks next turn, this could have been a different story. Yes, Lancer, I agree. But still, even with tanks, he would have taken so much time to actually get to roll through the map. With only his economy to work with, right? That would be quite a problem. He would need to actually upgrade everything or hard build everything and then pay for everything himself. That is quite a challenge. Yeah, the 1 versus 4 might be quite a problem here. We do have the Sea Dogs managing to get closer, 1 turn away from actually starting to attack into the borders of into the city center of Christiansand, while the catapults are only 2 shot for these units. There are quite a few of them on the way. They did manage to push back the armies of Mongolia. Not gonna care about that. We do have also Zulu managing to get these units next to the city of Choir, which I gotta say is trying to get walls in 2 turns. Not gonna help with a cat on his side. He's just gonna smash through those wall defenses even with the anti-cavs. The city is not yet placed under siege. We could have one of the Netherlands horses actually jump into the water over here, since Zulu doesn't have the technology shipbuilding. Well, it is what it is. The Netherlands did manage to also take over the capital city of Kupe, and we do have just Otatarapa available for Kupe to actually use. I don't see a safety settler anywhere from Kupe, so I would imagine he's not going to get that going. Oh, whoa, 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 Mongolia. Mongolia, look at this. Look, yeah, Dr. Mazu, Machu Picchu. I just noticed it myself. I saw a red, a green speck of something over here. And I do see also Norway is managing to get some attacks going with Levin units against Manchester. Not going to be that efficient, though. He does have a few berserkers that are going to try to get in there to get some damage done. But that's a GG. Lee calls it out. He couldn't handle it anymore. His cities went down, and this is it. We got the sauce making a lot of good sauce. They made a very, very saucy stuff over here, managing to get into against the baby boomers. Yeah, GG.
By your actions this day.
Ooh, man, it's been quite some time since we've seen all of those Zulu units taking out their opponents so quickly. Let me get into the post-game chat and see what they have to say.
Bon après ça va, c'est l'avantage de Zulu, c'est que justement quand t'es juste pas dans cette position là,
Ah mais c'était lent hein.
Ouais c'est sûr, mais comme ton Kanda il coûte 19 de prod au lieu de 30 et quelques pour une scène normale, tu t'en sors tu vois.
Ouais.
Tu peux te permettre de faire Ikanda first et de quand même débloquer ton habitation etc. Après oui c'est lent bien sûr.
Yeah, not ideal at all, the ship that could not hit you. GG, well played.
GG.
GG. Thanks, Micah, for the cast.
Oh, with much pleasure, sir. I do have a few questions.
Yes.
Like for Nader, why didn't you keep on building coursers to go against Maori to take out that last city?
Because I don't need to right now. My general is the Trebuchet.
Okay.
So I will activate him and just
finish
his cities.
I see. Yeah. So maybe you get some investment from Netherlands because you did have the gold. That I guess.
If it's not enough, then Netherlands just buys the units like Melee and take the city to help. But I wanted to already like move all my units to impact more impactful players.
Yeah. Makes sense. What?
That's that.
I was also curious about Mongolia, not I would say keeping one of the city states. I think you took two of them down, right? One the southeast and one from the coast.
Yeah.
Peut-être la UTA, ouais.
Yeah. Why didn't you keep Ayutthaya?
I mean, it was kind of late, and it was gonna get liberated at some point. But yeah, I suppose it could have worked as like another escape, I guess.
Yeah.
It looked like the bad city though.
Oh, it's
it
terrible.
was like only,
It's terrible,
only
yeah.
farms, so
Yeah.
At
At least
least
it's
he had zero production anyway, so I don't know. I didn't feel like a good call to keep it. And the blue one that was coastal, so I don't think I could have defended it. So it was just 3 favors. So I just assumed that you know, just raising down the 2 city states was more impactful than trying to keep them. And I had a settler running with my Kashik. So
yeah, I saw very far away Kokekota got
Yeah.
settled. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the original plan was escape on Nazca, but my Maya decided I wasn't worth keeping alive. So he just ignored me. So I just sent my good old Kashik, and my settler was running 6 PM a turn, which is okay for an escape, I guess.
One more question for chat for Netherlands. The initial skirmish when the 2 galleys of Kupe were coming towards you, did you have any extra information that they're coming, or did you like why did you move the warrior on the banana? I guess.
No, I didn't know. And I
Okay.
asked the turn previously. I asked for golds and don't get them.
Yeah.
I moved my scout, my stapler, and I see. Oh.
Oops. Yeah.
But I knew it, you know. I asked for golds. I knew that it could be dangerous.
Yeah. I had to move that
I mean,
settler back. You were
If you
worried.
were on my team, I would have told you just don't send your warrior so far away.
Ouais, c'est possible.
Because in this map, like, you often have very weak cities, and you have to buy a lot of tiles early on, and then you have to buy encampment as well for 2, maybe 3 players, maybe campuses style as well. So, like, buying a unit because you didn't keep your warrior to escort your settler is like big investment that you could have avoided for your team.
Oh, clairement.
Yeah.
It's basically the number one thing we said turn 1 is like keep your warrior to escort your settlers, so that we don't have to buy units. I don't think we bought any units, I think.
Et je pense qu'on a acheté un frondeur
Maybe
chacun
one-
avec
Un frondeur chez moi.
Okay, yeah, 1 slinger for a player who was between 2 people. Like I was between 3 people and I didn't buy anything, and yeah, we didn't buy anything else. So instead we were able to buy tiles and stuff, which was good, I think.
Une question pour la Perse. Persia, why didn't you go encampment?
Yeah,
First,
Yeah.
because I see that your guys are pretty far away, and also I think it's not worth if I want to be impactful to go like encampment first. I want to have the best possible like timing on the Corsairs to impact both you and the Norwegian.
Oh, okay.
And try to grief Maya. For me, even if I don't go like I did my unique units, like Immortals, I can we will still kill Maori. So the fact is, just go Corsairs. You will be way more useful on other people, and that was the case.
I feel like if you want just Immortals everywhere, it was impossible for us anyway, but I guess
Yeah, I agree.
it works too.
It was really slow. Like going Immortals, if I want to impact the other player like Norwegian.
Yeah, even if it's slow, I'm never gonna stop.
Yes.
Like
I don't
Yeah.
know how
game's
the
over
Michael
once
saw it, but
you-
I agree. I think you should have just gone straight Immortals, and since you have good campuses and you are playing Nadersha anyway, you will have enough science to get Corsairs. Maybe like a few turns later, but it doesn't matter. Like, I think Immortals are just the best unit in the game, so it's a shame to ignore them.
Yeah, they died very quickly to Toas. They were
Yeah,
killing
that,
two
that
shots.
also
Yeah.
like
Not happen.
Yeah, but like
that also I was like his unique unit is Toa. If he wants to rush cavals, then the timing on Immortals is pretty poor. because he can defend easily against them. Well, not that easily, but you know, his units and his setup makes it so he doesn't have to do as much as of a detour to defend me than when I have to go like cursors and do like 10 in his lands. So that was also my point. If it was any other naval civ, I think I would have gone like Immortals against him. But because it's Coupe and he can just go to us and make a bunch, then my timing will be shit for the rest of the game. Besides, but Corsairs will be, I think, pretty much as impactful. Maybe a bit less on Maori, but more on the other people, and that's why I went for that.
And the +6, the early intelligence was what turned up the scales over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I went intelligence as fast as possible, printing. I maybe wanted to do like Victor and try to have a spy level 2, but I was like, that's not needed. And in my timing, I think Zulu was the better player to go for Terracotta. So didn't do this plan.
It's so complicated.
Yeah, his land was shit, so he told me it might be late, but I'm alright with that. So that was the idea of the game plan.
We were lucky with our naval trade setup. I went external to Netherlands. At first, it was just crazy. Was the only one making gold, but 100 GPT is crazy.
Yeah. You got the goal to upgrade
without
so many
losing
boats.
that much tempo. Yeah.
Sans oublier les cultures bonus.
Well, GG, well played. And thank you so much for allowing me to cast. Much appreciated. Have a good evening. Bonne soirée. Bye bye.
Bonne soirée. Merci. Merci pour le cast. Thank you
Much
for the
appreciated.
cast.
Bye bye.
Bonne soirée.
Oh, there we have it. We heard from both sides, and also we got a bit of sneak peek over there into why they did make those choices when they did. Thank you so much for everybody joining us, and I do hope you enjoyed your time with me for a short game tonight. We did have the baby boomers going against the sauce. The sauce did come out on top this time also. Now we're going to see what will happen tomorrow with D-Shark. Actually, wait a second. We have the second game. Golden Age going against Arcane in the second matchup of the best of 3 series. We did catch the first game a few days ago. We're going to see the conclusion, the second game, and maybe we're gonna have a third. In the first one, I believe Golden Age did manage to snatch that victory at the end over there. Arcane definitely wants to come back. Have a great evening, everybody. Much appreciated for the follows. Thank you so much for the subs, and I do hope we're gonna see each other in the next ones. Keep on watching YouTube, and of course I do want to say we got quite a bit of music coming out in the next period. Not to mention the CWC website did get updated, so you can check out the information about the players that did manage to get in, not to mention the teams, and of course soon the results. Have a great one. Bye.